Are we live?
Alright, we're live, everyone.
we are live.
Welcome back to episode 56. I'm not sure if this mic is having an impact on my voice, but regardless, welcome back. Our featured mapper today is Only Bro, and our fan winner is Robert Kindred. As always, the links in the MapperCast channels in the description below, whoever is participating today. We have our guest, Finn Mappers. I think it's been a while since Finn has been on, so welcome, Finn. I think I posted your channel description. Yes, I did, and I did not post the Mapper Winners channel, so I have to go fix that. I'll get to that in a sec, but I need to mute this, and so yeah, and as always, I'm gonna read the descriptions, and then I'll fix the. No, I'm gonna read the topics, and then I'll fix the descriptions. So, as first topic today is discuss Only Bros 5's alternate history of Maine series. It's a disaster, by the way. And in the fan request, which era of mapping was the best and worst, and how long it would take for a new era to begin. And then MapperCast review, Alp Mapper's alternate history of Europe series. And then we'll be pulling a wildcard topic out of a hat.
Right.
And then we'll be discussing, as title mentioned, Google Plus shutting down and what this means for mapping. And then it's just the last time, we're going to talk about who do you think is the best admiral in history. What the hell? Discuss about Italian politics and about...
That's not supposed to be there. Not supposed
That's not supposed to be there?
I did.
Oh, okay, I'll fix that. Okay, that's not a topic. Ignore that. And then we discuss
that.
And then we'll be discussing about Microsoft pulling out an update that apparently deletes your personal files. And then we'll be discussing updates on Project MM. I actually don't know what it is. Well, actually, I kind of do, but I'm not in it. And then free-for-all, Q&A, then a quiz, and then we say goodbye. So, guys, there's no Void Viper here with this weird mic today.
Hey, everybody. Cosmic here. We're back for our 56th show. Let's have a great time.
Hello, everybody. 99 Veteran here, and I'm in this podcast. Just welcome.
Hey everybody, it's Mindria here.
Okay, now if those two boring people are done, welcome to the MapperCast, everybody. Today we're going to have such a great time together. We're going to discuss, and we're all going to be friendly to all each other, except for Rat.
Loser.
Welcome to the podcast. I'm your favorite Italian killer Nazi 64 here. We are going to make sure to eradicate Chris off this podcast for taking ecstasy in public.
He's such a friendly person to me.
And this is his supporter, the Turkish mapper Alp. I hope you will have a great podcast.
It's me, Finn Mapper, once again, and it's nice to be a guest in Chris and Rat arguing podcast again.
We actually didn't fuck this up this time.
No, here's the thing about that. That was great because I think that was the first time ever that we actually, didn't stumble over ourselves like children. But you guys just had to fucking ruin it. You just had to ruin it.
Okay, you guys say, Cosmic, you say you can send it to me. Where is it?
I'm getting it.
Is that the channel? Like I posted in the chat.
Only Bo doesn't have a channel.
Professional.
He doesn't have a channel.
Professionalism.
I
the
have
first episode you had to download is an MP4 file.
Yeah.
Everyone.
It's not even a good start from that.
This is the first time we've had to download an MP4 of the show we're reviewing. I can't find his channel. Why the hell?
Oh my god.
Because it's the one I posted, the right one. Check that.
Oh,
We're having technical
check it.
difficulties.
Okay,
everybody.
regardless,
Yes,
alright,
it is a
so
correct one.
the first thing, our first topic today is to discuss Only Bros 5's alternate history of Maine series, and I'm gonna have a few comments. Although you can watch the video, I would say the quality is terrible. It's like 2013's it's like my old videos actually.
I'm
first
having
video.
flashbacks
you're
right now.
really, you're really getting down on yourself.
Blurry background, blurry map, and lack of story because it's short and it's completely random.
I'm having Vietnam flashbacks.
Starts with Morocco colonizing some random place, and yeah, it's
Some random place, Maine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cosmic.
Yeah.
Check the doc.
Anyways, I have one major complaint. The flag of Morocco you use is not historically accurate. And that's why
that
I
was the
give you
main issue
minus.
of the series.
And that's why I give you minus 11 points out of 10. I'm fucking out, guys. I'm going to watch Jabber now.
Jabber is better.
I mean, like, what can we really talk about the show? We could talk about the iMovie
only
paper tear
only
intro.
Bro himself said the series was shit. So
Yeah, I mean, at least he knows. Like, we could talk about that. We could talk about the tiny text. We could talk about, like, the weird stock arena rock soundtrack in episode 1.
and
There-
the absence of music in
Yeah,
episode
and then the absent
Yes.
arena rock
Yes.
soundtrack in episode 2. You could talk about the fact that there is no cross dissolve and the map bounces around.
that too.
Like, how does that? How? Like, sometimes there are like you don't really see it anymore because I think mapping has kind of evolved past that kind of early trash.
It's 2018, everybody.
I genuinely like sometimes there are issues in mapping videos that I genuinely don't get how you would even accomplish that. Like, I couldn't do that if I tried. How do you accidentally make it bounce? How did you give your video buoyancy? It's so weird.
Actually, a lot of like new mappers actually do this cause when you just
They
probably don't really-
bounce?
Yeah, I think the problem is
think,
they use like a shitty
left,
editing
right,
software.
left, right.
How?
You use an
Well,
editing
well,
software
I
that
have a
doesn't
fun
align the frames properly, and then you
Yeah.
get this shit.
Well, I have a fun fact to mention. Like, when we were doing that Mappers World Cup thing, I had one of my team members accidentally hitting the left and arrow keys. At least that's what I think happened, and that's how it shifted the map. And it's hard to tell because you can't tell until you preview it, and then you can tell.
I just don't get like what editing software does that.
Actually,
Windows
it uses arrow
slideshow.
keys. Yeah, it does.
Windows
If you hit it by
slideshow.
accident, it does that.
So
You mean
I,
Windows PowerPoint?
there's another thing that is so confusing. Like the resolutions were so vastly different. There was like the flag was a higher resolution than the map, and then the map legend was a higher resolution than the map, and then like little bits and pieces were higher res. It's like I don't really know how to describe it, but I'm gonna do like the impossible task. I'm gonna challenge us like
Only Bro said iMovie. It's like the answer to all of our questions.
I use iMovie to edit all my videos. So
I
iMovie.
thought you used
Yeah.
iMovie.
yeah, I use
iMovie.
iMovie 09.
Wait, iMovie?
Yeah, that's what I use.
That's the
iMovie
map
09.
version.
You're a
Every
traitor.
video I've
You
ever
are
made. You're a
social
traitor,
media.
How does that make me a traitor?
Because you use Apple.
Nah,
Says the
that's-
one who has an
I have-
Apple iPhone.
I've used that to edit since
Only
like
real
2009.
mappers
Yeah,
use
I
the
think that
Windows
might
Yeah,
be
only
something
the real map.
interesting then. All right,
Move.
let's just if anyone else last.
No,
I'll
I
say
do. I want to try to attempt to discuss some of the pros.
the texture
And
is
cons.
Try to look for them. The texture is definitely not one of them. Like the weird diamond crystallization over everything. But
Pro was that it was short.
I don't think there's any positives to be honest.
I will say that
Actually, the positive is that it's not public.
I did. That's true. That's a good positive. It's not public. I will be honest. I did kind of like the globe intro in episode 2. I thought it was all right.
That looks like an iMovie.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
intro.
It is. It is. It's an iMovie intro, but for what it was, I mean, I kind of liked it. It was
Yeah,
kind of.
I guess that's pretty good. I was like, is this video going to be good? And then when it transitions from that, like, what the? I thought the first video, the download video, was a joke, and then the second one's gonna be legit, and that was wrong.
No. Yeah, and I mean,
Alp's video is gonna be better. right?
I definitely hope so. I definitely hope that Alps is better. I mean,
Oh,
like,
that
Alp
video
is
watch it.
100% better.
trying to get into the dialogue of this is just like, I mean,
That's like trying to review the dialogue of like a 2013 era series of
Yeah, basically.
it's just like criticizing Yo Gabba Gabba for not having great
Okay.
intellectual storytelling ability. So I mean, I think the best thing we can do is move on.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
basically.
move on. So, next
All right, Alp, are you
we're
ready?
gonna talk about Alp series. As always, I'm gonna be triggered by the fall of Ottoman.
The fan request. What about that?
Oh wait, we're doing.
fan request? Wait.
Wait, fan request?
Did I
Yeah,
do
the
fan
talk,
request?
it
Oh
comes
shoot!
before
Okay,
us.
that's my bad.
Yeah,
Okay,
fan-
so the fan
Anyways.
request. My bad, everyone. I'm not in a good mood. Well, I just finished an assignment and I've been.
Oh, Chris changed
I've
his
been
Wii
having
picture on
bad
Discord.
sleep.
Oh, he has a
Oh,
different Wii.
So,
Oh,
yeah. So
my.
the next topic is which era of mapping was the best and worst, and how long it would take for a new era to begin. So first things first, I always hate naming eras of mappings. For
The
those
new era of mapping.
I
New
remember what I
era.
did there.
Newer
I feel
era.
like it's I know I read new era of mapping on my own intro, so I'm a hypocrite anyway. So I think I mentioned before. I think the next era is going to be like some 3D style mapping. That's what I'm trying to say. And then I don't know how long it'll take. Well, I think Anchor now Borderline did something like that, but it'll
Yeah.
take a while for like more mappers to do it. The more mappers do it, then
The more it gets popular.
Era. And then either that or text mapping will die completely.
To be honest, my most favorite mapping was like the one right up to Irradiate when Irradiate finished his series, because after that, text mapping took such a monotone turn. I really think that text mapping. It's no wonder why it's gotten more unpopular. Because pretty much the vast
The only
majority
one
of
that's
text
keeping it
mapping
alive
all
is
use
you,
the same
Cosmic.
tropes.
It's a lot more appealing for like a 12-year-old to click on a cartoon ball.
You're the one that's keeping it alive, Cosmic.
Yeah, but text
Well,
mapping.
Alp is doing it.
The biggest problem text mapping has is it's like not diverse at all. They all have these edgy storylines, mostly complemented with like Nashoniums and stuff. Like there are very few actually like traditional text mappers who like use normal storylines, like what still most country ball mappers use today. But and Cosmic has invented a new type of edgy by using fucking gore imagery in his videos.
And creepypasta.
I didn't use gore.
Look at that, you artificial.
Creepypasta mapping. Oh,
Yeah, that's like
Creepypasta
Oh.
mapping.
It's
Yeah,
supposed to be
basically-
Callie has schizophrenia. I don't know.
Yeah, but
It looks like creepypasta to be honest.
Yeah,
like, people
Yeah.
like Cosmic and Mindria are like the only like persons who still like do traditional text style mapping and like fairly popular. Cosmic probably did.
No, I don't really like going over the top.
I won't say Alp is doing text mapping because first his
Well,
text.
Alp switches between text mapping that's kind of like imperial mapping style and country boy mapping.
Yeah.
So you can't really
Like,
sort Alp into any of those categories.
Okay, for me personally, when we're discussing the best and worst eras, it's not just about the type of mapping content that was being released, but just sort of the whole energy of the community at the time. For me personally, so like comparing the eras, I know that there's like a bunch of technical descriptions for the eras on like the wiki. There's technically like, oh, the post blah 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 era. I don't know about any of that, but for me personally, when we're discussing eras, it's kind of like 2014 and behind that was sort of the insular, young, very very young mapping community when it was a small little
All the
group of
people I
folks.
once knew are gone.
Should I write a creepypasta about
Maybe.
mapping?
I don't know about that, but maybe should go for it. It'd be nice to have something come out of you in terms of content.
The oldest mappers are still here.
Harmons were doomed to fail.
But yeah, then there's my personal favorite era. It was the good old days when MapperCast and me and Dylan and LV were at their height. The 2016 sort of era. That was my favorite in terms of maybe not in terms of content, but definitely in terms of just how the community was going. I really enjoyed how everything was back then. So.
I mean, I realize there's less drama right
I
now.
have to vote. 2016 was my worst.
It was your worst year. I mean, you've been around for a long time, by personally.
Yeah, as long
I
as
think
me and Batman.
2017 or 2015 were better than 2016.
Community-wise, I wouldn't say like 2016 was really good because that's when like all the drama showed up. The Google Plus communities were slowly
That's
showing
why
up,
I don't really
and
vote.
basically like the entire decentralization of like mapping as a community.
I don't know. I just when I think of like the amount of people that I've met in the mapping community and become like acquaintances or friends with, there are people that are sort of from that era, for the most part.
I think 2016 was when really mapping really blew up. Like 2015, yes, it was blowing up, but 2016 is when it really blew up. 2017 kind of slowed down a bit, and then 2018 we had Romanian mapping.
Oh, and he's.
No, 2017 we had Romanian mapping.
Oh, really?
Did you see his
No,
new
no, no,
video?
no,
At this
Romanian
point, I
mapping
think he
existed
makes
before
his videos
2018,
worse
2018
intentionally.
is like when the Romanian mapping stuff.
I was around 2017.
Romanian was
really
like I think Romanian was like the top subscriber for at least a year. Or now.
Or two.
No, he
about
still is.
two.
Oh, really?
It's hard.
Yeah. Okay, I must have confused Romania with base Bulgarian.
I'm definitely just we all know how I feel about that. But I
Did you see
I
Romanian's
don't like the
video?
direction content is taken in terms
Oh
of
my god.
Romanian is just really falling down the rabbit. I don't know what the fuck that weird ass 3-headed thing on stilts was.
Wait, didn't wait? In
He's
Italy,
trying to be intentionally bad now.
yeah.
Is it intentional? Like I genuinely can't tell because
He
it's
just returned, and I think after like having like a year or so to fucking grow up, he probably.
Wow.
I personally would say it isn't far-fetched if he would think like mapping is stupid now, and he just does for the shits and giggles now.
Wow, Romanian
Cosmic.
Mapper would reach 2 years as top subscriber, top Mapper subscribers
Yeah, I
in
just-
February.
Yep.
Yeah, he's been here for almost 2 years.
like I didn't see it. Is he legitimately incorporating demons into the storyline?
Yeah, basically.
And he did that.
So he's
bro.
just essentially a really autistic version of Alp, is what he's doing.
Wait, Cosmo, didn't you
Wow.
Did you put
It's
a
a really
gore?
flattering.
That hurts.
Cosmo, did you put like
I'm going
gore?
to be suing you now.
Burn.
What are you trying to say?
Let's be honest here.
I said, Cosmo, didn't you include gore if you're going to call Romania out?
Yeah, he included demons too. You
Hypocrite.
fucking hypocrite.
Well, mine was more of like it wasn't literally in the reality. It was like, well, there's nothing wrong with. I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm saying just like
Your
It's
shit
good.
was fucking scary.
I
Yeah, it
incorporated
gave me
That
jump
end
scare.
in the video, that was the bad part.
Hey,
That was
Cosmo,
a bad
I included
one.
ghost and plant monsters, like plants
Yeah, I
with
like that.
eyes that take over cars and then turn them to nature or something.
I used
Yeah.
fucking gods in my series. I still
Like
regret
I
it
don't
to
think
this
I
day,
don't think
but
you can call it Romanian for adding.
No.
demons.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to get me wrong here. I'm not saying that adding demons in and of itself is bad. Not at all. I think you should take any damn direction you want to and go as crazy as you want. I'm not talking about that. Do whatever you
Remember
want.
in my part 50 where I made horrendous borders, like it was on purpose. You know, it was like veins. That's like corruption.
It's like
called
the
corruption.
water being taken over by.
Yeah, the water becomes like
Oh
poison.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Those
the
are-
water becomes like polluted or diluted or something like. I don't know.
You called it poison for some reason.
I don't know why. I don't remember what it
Close
was.
enough, Alp.
But I think that was like
Countries taking over other countries is like in like veins like spreading all over
so
the
is
other
it like
countries.
Splinter?
I don't know. It's like corruption. It's like some kind
So
of
it's
like
like the
corrupting.
thing.
Like
Splinter-
trapped survivors or something.
We still
Yeah.
haven't gotten to the bottom of this. What was the context of that dreaded slide in Romanian's video? What was happening?
I would like to know as well.
Has anyone
okay.
here
Also-
watched?
Does anyone have a clue?
Eras of mapping
I think
to
it's-
Romanian mapping.
I think he took some LSD and then just went for it.
I think,
Like,
Okay,
if someone
look.
could tell us in chat what was happening.
Okay, look. I
I
support
think
Rat.
at this point,
I support Rat on that because green swastika country ball saying anti-Germany. Yes.
Oh my
That's
god.
also not
Oh my
German
God.
C.
Hero Alliance is still there, by the way.
Oh my
Hero
god.
Alliance.
Hero
No.
Alliance. Oh, wow, I wonder who's
Hero
the
Alliance. Yes.
protagonist.
Euro Alliance.
Hero
That sounds like some
Alliance.
shit out of an anime.
Hey
Like a
guys,
really shitty one.
you want the United States?
getting off topic.
Hey, the United States should form a group called the Heroes Alliance.
No.
All right, we're getting off topic.
We're getting off topic.
Let's just safe assume that most of us are saying Romanian mapping blowing up was the worst era. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think that's what we're getting at. All right,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
just.
What
I'm
the-
seeing
Alright.
more ads on Romanian mapping, Romania's
jeez.
videos. Okay,
Oh,
whatever.
no.
Making money.
It's probably copyrighted.
You guys hearing
Okay.
that?
Let's.
My mother's outside, like trying to start the. I think my car
Said
broke
her.
down.
First thing I said is I'm triggered by the autofont, but other than that, I also have my biases. I would say the story is actually, well, I'm not gonna say it's pretty good, but I feel like it's kind of like it gets creepy when the
Oh,
font
are
of
we
the
doing
text
the? Are we doing the MapperCast review?
yeah. And
I
then when
think
the
we should
font
probably
when the font
explain.
changes, it's like telling you, "Oh, I am some demon nation." I like the Paris, the Battle of Paris, like arresting Napoleon. That was pretty cool in my opinion. But I found it confusing when you were like like some of the text, like I don't know if it's a mistake, but like sometimes when someone's talking, there's like there's no white, but it also says French
Yeah, it
Empire.
was a
when it's talking.
mistake. It was a mistake.
And then what else? Yeah, I liked how you did that Turkish Civil War thing as well as involving
Yeah, but
Bulgaria. and
didn't that
Balkans.
trigger you, Void?
What?
Didn't that trigger you?
Yeah, that's still
The
trigger.
fall of Ottomans.
And I'm surprised that you. I feel like the series is a bit too modern, like very close to modern, because you're like, oh, I'm declaring my support for this, declaring my support for this, but I feel like the response time would have been much slower. But I guess that's just me probably being stupid. But yeah, I'd say the texture's okay. Although when you zoom in, you can kind of see. It's
Yeah, I know.
blurry.
That was a mistake on my own behalf. I would say.
And no text on the map is like who's who again. But I guess for those who are familiar with history, they should know. But for those who are not familiar, they're not gonna know who's who. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell like the shades of blue as well in like the Middle East. I didn't even notice Antioch was under French control. You kind of just like started the series like this, but I didn't get an explanation of what just happened.
Yeah,
you just assumed it worked, so the outcome was a little bit mysterious. You just have to look at the map and try to figure it out. I don't know who controls the Middle East, the brown one, because there's no name, and I think Egypt as well, and I think it was controlled by France. I actually don't know. So that's why I feel like you should put text so I know who's who. But that's all. That's all the criticism I got. Everyone died.
Yeah, everyone died.
Okay.
Nice.
Volcano time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, everyone died.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Someone was at my door. Someone was at my door. Real quick, I don't think
FBI, open up.
I don't think we gave this really a good explanation. I just want to explain what this is. We're doing a new sort of installation of the show. We're going to be doing a MapperCast review once every week. And essentially, we're going to go through the whole crew alphabetically. So that starts with Alp and ends with, I think, Viper.
Yeah, Viper. Viper's the last one.
The V gets last.
Which is weird because that's literally the first and last members of the show in terms of when they joined.
Yeah, basically.
It's opposite now.
No, I'm like pretty much at the end, and I'm.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that alphabetically. It's fun. So, let me get into this show. I really, really enjoyed this show. I thought it was great. In terms of the visuals, I really loved the map. I thought it was a great marriage of old and new styles of mapping. It was simplistic. It didn't feel overbearing at all. It was like, it gave you enough to work with visually. It was engaging, but it also didn't like overstimulate your senses like mappers love to do. The dialogue was great. It was super engaging and suspenseful. Each character sort of had a goal and opposing ideologies that made for good scenes, like the Austria and Prussia scene. That shit was great. And, you know, it's a really great example that not every scene needs to have a war in it. I know that's something we're moving away from more and more, so I don't think it's like that prevalent that there's...
Yeah, most of us are focusing on dialogue more.
Yeah, it's definitely a great thing that mapping is moving forward towards, you know, not feeling the need to put a war in every single damn scene because you don't need to do that. It's completely unnecessary. Not every scene in a movie is going to be a big fight scene. That's just not how it
Well, I mean, sometimes it's necessary.
Well, yeah, sometimes it's necessary, but, you know, sometimes only dialogue scenes are necessary. It's like,
fair.
You got to know where to put it.
There are like really supreme examples out there where it clearly showed that there was way too much dialogue. And there were no wars and no action, and the episode was just boring.
In this series?
No, I just said there are examples out there.
There are examples. Well, I mean...
Because this series was quite balanced in that regard, in my opinion.
I would say it's pretty good. My own criticism is that I think one of my major criticism is no lack of text on the map.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I thought that kind of worked here. I mean,
because I don't know who's who. Who's in Egypt? Who's in the Middle East?
When someone's talking, I mean, generally you're gonna know where it is. If it says Denmark, you know where Denmark is.
But like the thing is, okay, for like, let's say for people who are not familiar with history, yeah, they're gonna have a harder time. Okay, that's fine. But for even those who are familiar with like history, right? My problem with that is that because Alp started his series where the events just happened. He didn't explain what just happened to Ottomans, what just happened to Europe. He just assumed Napoleon won, right? Like there's no.
Well,
context.
I mean,
that's what I found it a problem to know, because I want to know what actually happened to Egypt, and then who's controlling this and this. Like,
I feel like there's enough context in just what we're seeing. It wouldn't feel natural if he gave a long diatribe about what just happened, because then it wouldn't, it doesn't feel like you're actually there.
But I'm saying, like, in terms of like knowing who's on the map, right? I feel like having a text on telling who's who will be beneficial, at least for the bigger nation.
I do think it's fairly safe to assume that most folks watching it, like in the mapping audience, can know where these places are, for the most part.
Okay, so can you tell me who's controlling Egypt and who's controlling the Middle East?
Well, I don't have the video open. I don't have it memorized, but if it says this nation's talking,
you probably wouldn't figure it out because.
Egypt should be part of France because Napoleon occupied that during the Napoleonic Wars, and Arabia is ruled by an Arabic dynasty, probably Najd.
Okay. For me, the highlight of the series was the city siege in the second episode. I really loved that, sort of the internal struggle within France, and the people holding Paris just continuing with their determination. And there were nice little one-liners that I enjoyed. Them offering surrender, and then the larger France going, "Oh, we're past the point of that." Just little stuff like that really makes it all come together. And then in terms of the last episode, I really liked the way everyone came together and the music swelled, and that was all nice. It gave a nice little tinge to the
very inspirational.
Really yeah, it was nice and inspirational. Cool.
Yeah, good job, Alp.
So Alp, overall, good fucking job. It was a good show.
10 out of 10.
Maybe an 8 out of 10. I don't know what 10 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
So the next one is Batran, right?
What?
No, we'll do that next time, right?
The next
one
one
is Batran.
No, yeah, Batran is the next review. So
okay,
it's
so
gonna
we're
be so
gonna review
outdated.
Batran.
we're gonna
Batran.
Batran reviews.
Upload.
Batran, you need to make a new video before the next show so that we don't have to watch 50 episodes.
Yeah, please, Batran.
How about this? You can just
can-
watch
You just watch Mopes
the
on the
last
future
time.
of the world and pretend it's Batran because he inherited the series.
But didn't actually, because he didn't continue it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman.
Where is Mope's show, Batman?
You had one job! You disappointed Mope!
You disappointed our god.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
Alright, let's move on.
Hey,
Alright,
well, I tried making I tried making a map. but
Cosmic?
Pardon.
This is your part.
Oh, we're doing the wildcard topic.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, we
So-
are.
When
Let's
I
start
tried
with
to work with Mope's map, it's really fucking hard.
Time
All
to
right,
get your
folks.
dicks out.
time to get your dicks out. Get ready. Here comes the lady.
He literally
Hey, folks,
uses
how we doing?
Photoshop in his videos.
Hold on. Let me put my notebook aside. It's my cosmic notebook. Get the hat.
Let me tell you something. Let me
Are
tell
you
you
running
something.
a
When you
book?
try to make something with most video, like you save, if you
Dumpster
so-called,
Is that a Mindria
There's
shirt?
like over
Wait,
100
Wait,
layers.
Batman to finish the sentence.
There's like
Is
over
that the
100
Mindria shirt?
layers. There's over like 100 layers per slide, and when I try to save, it lags my computer out. So I mean, so that's really. So yeah, whenever I try to make a map for Mope, it's fucking
You're lagging
lagged out.
yourself.
Yeah, you're lagging so much, Batran.
Cosmic's
Oh.
webcam turned off. Oh no.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
back.
here.
Alright.
All right, here's the hat. Let's go. What are we gonna get, guys? What are
Dumpster
we
diving.
going to get?
I feel like we are
diving.
gonna
Are we gonna get the dumpster diving topic Viper's been waiting for like a year?
No, we are gonna get snacks. We are
Don't
gonna
forget
get
the topic about Chris getting killed by a hobo.
When you
No,
make Mope's
I'm gonna
map
get-
is too big, it
That's-
lags.
Dumpster
Like,
diving!
saying that.
Dumpster diving!
Dumpster diving.
Dumpster diving!
I feel like we are gonna die.
Now Cosmic is rigging it intentionally, probably.
Oh, not dumpster diving.
No!
I'm sorry, Viper. I'm so
Why
sorry.
that's not happening?
How
We got-
dumpster-
Chris, are you here, first of all? Because this is something I want your answer for.
Oh shit.
Come on,
Uh-oh.
This is
Chris.
muted.
Tell him.
Chris,
Fucking
unmute yourself.
Okay, we got. What are you most ashamed of?
Oh.
My mapping career.
Oh.
Yeah, my
I was about to
mapping
say that,
career.
wow.
Come on. No.
People are gonna relate to that rat.
So yeah, where the hell did Chris go?
I think he took ecstasy and some vodka and then fucked off.
What am I most ashamed of? Living.
Whatever I'm most ashamed of, I forgot.
What I'm ashamed of? Spaghetti.
Oh damn, that's gonna trigger someone.
I'm ashamed of everything in my mapping channel.
Are you really though?
Yes, it's the stain
Yeah,
that
rat.
humanity will never get rid of.
God, I want some real answers, folks. What are you genuinely ashamed of?
Ashamed of
Italian
not keeping
mapping.
promises.
Ashamed of my life.
I am ashamed of that fucking Bella Ciao became like a fucking summer hit and they took it out of context.
Would you say, Finn?
I said I'm afraid of not keeping promises. I'm really bad at keeping them.
Maybe Batman should take a page out of your shame book. There you are.
Mindria, I told you when you're done, you're supposed to text me.
Okay, Chris, why do you keep going AFK for the review?
Because I don't
Because
review.
what? Because what?
Because I didn't watch the shows.
Why?
Numerous reasons.
That's some bullshit, man.
Chris, why are you even on the podcast?
Chris's shame is not-
To be
Oh,
AFK
yes.
like
Oh,
50%
yeah.
of the
Oh,
time.
guys, no arguing. Come on.
For fuck's
Stand
sakes,
up,
let me
stand
speak
up,
out
stand up.
instead
So
of
the topic is,
interrupting
what
me,
are you most
Chris.
ashamed of?
All right, yeah. What are you most ashamed of, Chris?
Of taking
Not-
ecstasy.
What'd you say?
Of taking ecstasy.
Ecstasy.
Oh my god.
What does it feel like?
Make me,
Actually,
Chris.
Chris,
well,
just genuinely curious. What does it feel like to take ecstasy?
I don't remember a lot of it, but mostly got to a lot of vodka as well. But my friends told me I started screaming in Italian, asking where the king was, and the communists are coming in.
What?
Can I please
Wait,
say?
what?
That's my ball.
Can I please say something you did last night on ecstasy, please?
No, you definitely
It wasn't anything that bad. It wasn't. It was.
fine. Nothing personal.
It's
okay?
yeah, it's nothing personal. Chris called me and he was just destroyed on ecstasy, and he was just like completely naked eating popcorn. It was great.
I mean,
I
did he, how do you even know that? How do you know that?
Lovely.
Wait, what did it? Starplay.
Chris,
Starplay.
it sounds like he's hungover ecstasy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because ecstasy hangovers are like really shitty, I've heard.
Starblaze says he's ashamed
really.
of quitting mapping because of Fortnite. Did you really, Starblaze?
Okay,
Come on,
you know what I'm most ashamed of? So I'm really ashamed of when I was young. I say a lot of stupid shit.
Ooh.
So I thought I was what I said I was.
What did you say?
Oh,
Well, a
dang,
couple
oh,
of things
dang,
ago,
I get it,
am
I get it, I
I
get it.
am immune to cancer. What a grade 2 kid would say that.
You would just like make up
That's
facts
just
about
yeah,
yourself.
make a fast for myself. Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
That's what an average kid would be like.
things
Well, you
come up.
just said I'm immune to cancer. Like I can't take it seriously.
There's
Nah,
one thing I'm really ashamed of in retrospect, and that's when I sold someone for 20 euros and fake Pokemon card. It was super rare, but because it was fake, it was worthless.
oh my god.
You know,
Oh
I
my
secret
God.
it's real Pokemon. Actually, what I'm ashamed of is actually intentionally hurting someone for no reason. Back in grade
Oh yeah,
6.
that's my shame too. Like up to this day, like
Fair.
hurting someone, but then like not being able to do anything about it. That's
Yeah,
it.
I got in school suspended for that.
Shit, man.
So
For me, I've talked about it before on the show. It's just that time I ran a charity scam with my friends.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Charity scam.
It was just
You go to jail.
a quick
You already
rundown for
mentioned it.
anyone who doesn't know. Yeah, I know, and it's the thing I'm most ashamed of. It was just fucking. I'll go over it real quick.
Wait, you already talked about this a long time ago.
Scam people
Yeah,
of
but I'm just
thousands of
going over it
dollars.
real quick so people don't fucking like so they know what I'm talking about. Fucking like in 2011, after the Japanese earthquake and tsunami, me and a few of my friends, we lived in New York City at the time. We set up a stand on like one of the richest blocks in the city, and we sold little clay figurines of Plants vs Zombies characters, and We said all of the money was going to help the victims of the earthquake.
What the fuck? You actually? How many did you sell with the?
Oh,
with
you
that
want to know how much money we made? You want to know? $2,000.
You're evil.
You're a fucking asshole.
I know.
You're not
Okay.
gonna do that.
Here, this was the worst part of this is the worst part of the whole thing. We drew these pictures of collapsing cities flooded with people crying.
What the fuck?
And on the top, hold on, and on
What
the
is
top
wrong
of
with
each,
you?
on
No,
the
what is
top-
wrong with you?
on the top of each image in large red letters, it said "Save them."
What is wrong with you?
Oh my
Cosmic,
god.
Cosmic, you should read your
Fucking
rights.
communist there.
Cosmic,
Now,
you should read your rights and donate that 2,000 to
that's
some-
really evil, Cosmic, but that's pretty smart, actually.
no, let me
That's pretty
make sure.
smart.
Let me make sure that this is stated. It was not my idea. It was like my friend's brother's idea, but I was complicit in the act.
You still did it.
You're
you
as
fucking
guilty as your
retard.
brother since you supported
Well,
this.
you know, I just want to make it known that I'm not so psychotic that I came
To
up.
be honest, some people
Cosmic,
that are
make
going
it
to
right
watch
by
this.
donating that 2,000 you made.
I was
to
10,
as a
so.
charity.
Some of
Yeah.
these people probably are in the MapperCast chat right now, and they're going to hunt you down with a guns because you live in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cosmic. Right now, all the money you
I
make.
don't
from
even know your real
instead of
name,
buying-
okay? They can't.
Okay,
can't
so
because they know your
people,
real name.
here is
Instead of-
what. Okay.
They don't know where you live or your real name is, so they can't do
Cosmic,
that.
instead of buying flashlights, fucking donate money to charity now instead.
Yeah, literally.
It's okay.
Do something good.
Yes,
Speaking of
donate $2,000 to charity.
Evil!
I don't have $2,000, man. If I'm
Well-
ever rich,
Now
I'll
start
do it.
donating them like small.
Yeah, small
Small.
money you get from YouTube instead of
I
getting
made it.
flashlights.
I don't have any money, Chris.
Well, when you get money eventually, you will donate
Like,
it.
My
Cosmic, did
only
you get-
income is my YouTube check.
And you will use those.
Did you get 2,000, or was it like everyone, or was it a share?
No, it wasn't off. It was share. It was like overall we
Okay,
shared.
then donate how much you got as
Oh
a
my
share.
god.
Yes, you are doing
Said
that.
2,000,
I know.
donate
I've
whatever you
shared it with
got.
me ever since. Just I felt terrible about it as it was happening, but I would be lying if I said I stood
Your
up.
parents ever
You-
find
Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah.
Cosmic will eventually pay for it when he gets old.
My parents have known about it for years. It was terrible.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Don't
god.
worry,
Price
guys,
it.
don't
Just
worry
like-
about it, okay? Cosmic will eventually donate it when he's like old or something.
Okay, everyone,
MapperCast chat who said that Cosmic scammed him. We got Brunei nationalist here. He said that Cosmic scammed him of $200.
Shut up with your shitty alt account, Rat. I swear to God.
me.
No, it's
You
not.
have no proof.
Yes,
You have no proof.
Oh my god, shoot me in the skull and end my life.
Okay,
Yes, definitely,
guys,
sure.
let's move on.
Gladly.
Alright, let's
Anyways,
Let's move on. All right, next topic.
We're getting off
Discuss
topic.
Google Plus. Google shutting down Google Plus and what this
This is
might
gonna be
mean for
interesting.
mapping. First
One of the
things first,
greatest
I really don't.
Mapping
Yes,
is going
one
to
of the
reach.
greatest things.
one at a time. One at a
One at a
time.
Let's start the celebration.
Yes.
yes. Woo! Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah!
Finally.
Why God has an abandoned us.
Yes, God is back. At least
But-
some-
No.
Right,
Seriously,
back and he
seriously,
took down.
seriously.
Jesus has returned.
Let's celebrate, party.
All right,
runs the
let's
sneaky-
be serious, everyone. Come on. I'm gonna summon a volcano now. Anyways, regardless.
Can't do that.
So, actually, outside mapping as a whole, I'm actually quite surprised it took Google this long. Because first of all, I don't think a lot of people are using it. Second, the administration options on Google Plus is shit. Like, come on, there's no dashboard to log what moderators do. Like, come on, that's like the worst. That's like the worst way to moderate a community. Not having a dashboard that shows the moderator's actions is like so freaking bad. So that's why I feel like that's why the Google Plus and mapping community is always in trouble because you can't see what people do, and people are always accusing others as doing it.
Yeah, always drama there.
Google
Oh,
Plus,
big
people,
drama.
they always,
Drama.
Google Plus is always doing the sketchy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then now
basically.
it is a data breach. Wow, now they go to
Oh,
Yeah.
bum,
I don't think
bum.
Google Plus.
The data breach probably was staged so they could finally shut this project down.
Personally, I
Yeah.
think that the Google Plus communities would only way they could survive is through Discord.
Well, they're
Yeah.
moving to Discord now, so
Yeah, they're moving to Discord now.
This is
the mapping TMC will live, but it will live somewhere else.
Yeah,
But
I am a little.
PLC already has a Discord. I think they have like 200 people.
Yeah,
or
they already
something.
have a Discord. Yeah, so that's a start.
I'm a
I just
little
feel
worried.
like the moderation for Google Plus can just suck it. That's it. And you know what? Like the problem with like Google Plus was like when it was first announced, there was a lot of hype for it, but it took so long to release it publicly that the hype died down. And by the time it was released, everyone's already shitting on it because the hype is gone.
And Google Plus kind of
And then
Not-
when they
not
force
user-
it on
not
YouTubers,
user-friendly.
that's even worse. So
Yeah.
Google Plus is user friendly,
Google
but doesn't
Plus-
have a lot of, as much
Google-
content as you used to expect.
The Google Plus journey has been a long and tumultuous and just terrible piece of shit disaster since day one. It was terrible. I remember I signed up for it in like 2011 because my parents wouldn't let me get a Facebook account at the time.
Yeah.
No, I mean, well, it came out in like 2011.
Oh well, I remember that when I remember people Google forcing people
Yeah,
to get
that
Google
was
Plus.
absolute hell of my existence in 2013 when they forced you to switch your YouTube over to Google Plus. I screamed about it for like the entire year of 2013. So it's nice to finally have some closure, and that this piece of shit is finally dying and it is gonna fuck off forever. So I'm glad about that. But in terms of how it's going to affect mapping, I am a little worried because mapping it's very strange because I think mapping probably accounts for 90% of Google Plus's traffic. It's like the only community I know of that actually centralizes
No, in Germany,
and has a
a lot
decent
of
amount of population.
Cosmic in Germany, a lot of Nazi groups run over Google Plus.
Well, there you go. Mapping and Nazis. And
you can't really say
a
that.
lot of the time, those are the same
Google
thing.
Plus. I think there will be some secret groups on other social media sites that they just
Like
have
Amino or Reddit.
You can't stop them from making it. Like I think you can't just blame Google for this. But I can blame Google Plus.
They're literally trying to
bad
make an
moderation.
Amino
Let's
group.
make a
A
mapping
fucking
subreddit.
Amino group. Oh.
Let's make a mapping subreddit.
I think,
But yeah, I mean, people are saying they'll move to Discord, but I'm worried about because Discord isn't a replacement for
Yeah, it isn't.
because
Yeah.
Discord
I think
they're
Red
chat
is a better
rooms. You know?
replacement, to be completely honest.
So this gets me thinking. Maybe this could be the second rise of the wiki. What do you guys think?
The second rise of the week.
Second rise?
The second rise of the week.
Although,
Only in
I don't
bathrooms
think so.
with dreams.
I don't think
Only in bathroom with super
Oh,
vision.
What happened?
Maybe the wiki will rise if Batman actually uploads shit.
so. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Batman. Yeah, Batman.
You're popular because I wouldn't say you're still known because of MapperCast.
I work every day now.
So you should really.
Oh,
I work every day now. Okay.
I like a
Except for
Viper.
Saturdays and Sundays. but-
I like a Viper is like you're popular. Well, you're not really popular.
I like how he took that back.
Wrong wording there. Wrong wording.
He's known. You know, he's known.
Yeah,
Didn't like the wiki Discord get deleted or some shit?
No, it's,
Yeah, it did
no,
before,
it's,
but it's not
at one point, yeah, but back.
It's complicated.
To be honest, if I would like actually people use the wiki, then probably.
You do realize the domain name
Yeah.
is gonna become fandom.com and not wikia.com.
That's it. I'm gonna still be calling it Wikia because fuck fandom. It's Wikia. No one's using that website.
I
for
mean,
anything
our
else other than-
community. Usually, actually, the wiki is like migrating some communities to the fandom, but like not every community is going to get
Isn't
migrated.
fandom the same company
Wait,
as the
they're
wiki?
changing they're
I'm pretty sure it's
The only the wikis that like are based off of actual like let's say games, books, or whatever are actually getting moved, but the wikis that are not like just communities, they're not getting moved. They're just remaining.
No, but I'm pretty sure fandom is.
They're
the
not
company that
deleting
runs Wiki, right? So, Wikia, not Wiki. So it's okay. But anyone else have last words on Google Plus shutting down?
It's
No.
a great,
Miracle.
it's a miracle.
It's a miracle, actually.
All right.
beautiful ending to
Let's
its
move to my favorite topic for today.
Let's celebrate.
Plays for like
Discuss who
freaking
you
map
think is the
or-
best admiral in history.
I
What?
don't know any admirals anyway, so I
Just
can't
look up best
say anything.
admirals.
Okay, let me just make something clear for anyone that is a fan of like the Nelson in the chat. No, Nelson had luck that there were complete incompetent admirals against them in Trafalgar. That was his luck. Going 2 miles per hour? No, that's a bad strategy.
I mean, I have an admiral. I would definitely not say he's the best one in all of history, but I would still choose him because he's the only one I have some information on.
I'm gonna go with Admiral Yi.
Oh yeah,
he was good actually. Yeah, he was great.
Dude, yeah.
he's probably better than what I was gonna choose, but
Yeah,
Well,
basically.
it's been debated. People have been actually mostly comparing Admiral
You
Yi
get back to
and
eating.
Horatio Nelson because there's a difference. Like, see, Horatio Nelson was supported by the British government a lot, right? Like
Viper, there is a small thing about that.
what?
Nelson faced off against complete idiots.
Well, would you say the Japanese are idiots?
Oh, but
Japanese
Nelson...
Navy are idiots?
wow, Alp, what a racist.
The fuck off, Chris.
Alp is a racist.
Every single one of you.
Volcano!
Calm down, people.
That's gonna be a meme now. Alp is a
Support
racist.
AKB, of course, he's a racist.
Oh,
No.
That's gonna be a meme now. Alp is a racist.
No, Batran,
Let
I
Alp
will
finish.
murder you.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, we're kidding.
I know.
I'm not
Anyway.
kidding. I'm not kidding.
Alp, finish.
Okay, so basically, if any of the conditions change in Trafalgar, it could have ended with a disaster for the British. That's what I'm saying.
To be honest, I have to agree with Buko. The best admiral is Admiral Akbar.
Yes!
Yeah. Yes. Yes,
What?
Admiral Akbar.
He's-
You don't know about Admiral Akbar?
he's
Yes, he
Hold
was
on,
the
hold
best
on,
admiral.
guys. I don't think
It's a trap.
you guys don't.
Oh,
you
this
don't
is
know about
It's
Admiral-
a trap.
Hey,
Damn
calm
it.
down.
Why didn't you guys? Come on, we could have
It's
convinced
a
them he was
trap.
a real person. Why'd you guys ruin it?
You just watch an anime and just put an Admiral Akbar picture saying it's a trap.
It's a Star Wars character.
Thanks.
Yes.
Now everyone in the chat is going to...
Oh, I get it.
Everyone
Oh my God.
ballistic.
Everyone is
You're
going
just looking
ballistic.
at you're just
I get
looking
it
at
now.
Ray and you just say it's a trap.
Okay, let me explain why. Let me go back to the topic of government thing. So for Nelson, like he was supported by the government, like, but Admiral Yi, on the other hand, despite his victories against the Japanese, his like where he lost 0 ships in like every battle, his government hates him. Like
Yeah, he was mistreated in
always
his empire.
demoted back to common rank. It's like, again demoted, again stripped of rank, and despite. And then when
I mean-
when the guy substitute took over the navy, the guy lost all his ship. Only had 12 ships left from like 150, and all the turtle ships are gone, which are just. Well, the Japanese Navy likes boarding parties, kind of like Romans, I say. So the turtle ships are like anti-boarding parties and just pure cannons, boom, 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 boom. And so when he lost all the turtle ships, they called upon Admiral Yi again, and he only had 12 ships left, and he won against the Japanese. Like I think like a large Japanese fleet, and again he lost 0 ships. But then the thing is, he died. He got.
I mean, Viper.
Against the Japanese.
At one point, the battle was carried by Yi. Like the Korean land forces were completely gone.
Yeah, they were getting wrecked. The only reason Korea stayed in the fight was because of him.
Yeah, it's the fucking little navy Yi had.
Yeah, and that was harassing Japanese fleet. And yet the government is like, Admiral Yi, treason, demoted.
Treason then.
Yeah. The government were idiots. I think that's the biggest comparison you have to make with Horatio Nelson in that sense.
Yeah, Nelson was supported by his government. That's the.
Oh, what? I just.
Anyway.
I mean, do we
Move
have
on.
no one else to like discuss?
I don't know anything about
Wait.
Here's a
I've only heard about Admiral Lee, and if you want to count Pompey the Great, then yeah, but other than that, no.
Wait, could we actually consider Admiral like Kolchak as a good admiral? I don't know.
What's Kolchak?
The guy that later on led the White Russian
Yeah,
forces.
he was part of the fucking Russian Navy sucked, so he must be bad.
Wow.
I mean,
Rating.
just because the Navy is bad doesn't mean the Admiral is bad. Just look at the Korean Navy, which
Yeah.
Yeah,
Before
but
Yi,
if the
Korean
Navy is successful, then they either have a good Navy or good admirals. And if it's not successful,
it isn't what you mean by good Navy. I thought you meant like good ships or like good record. That means what you
I mean, he could get like apparently like fucking shit show of ships and beat the Japanese with it, while Kolchak fucking probably lost in the fucking war with the Japanese.
Oh, you mean?
Admiral, he had fishing boats counted as ships too, and he was able to wreck like 500 Japanese fleets and like lost 0. He did get shot at the end, I think.
So, I mean,
This is getting so uninteresting.
I have someone.
Okay.
Mussolini?
No, yeah, he was definitely an admiral.
Mussolini, obviously, the fucking best admiral ever.
Yeah, like he fucking drove his ships right into Malta and just killed all the British. No, it's
And then just lost them one by one.
No, the one I was referring to is he's definitely probably not the best admiral in history, but Alp echoing.
Oh shit.
The best history.
But he's definitely it was definitely a good admiral, and his name is Alberto Dazzara.
Can you type it in so I can?
Did he die to the British Navy?
No, he died of age.
Of age? Okay.
Because he was of of age.
He died of cancer.
What did you understand that, you fucking idiot?
He died of AIDS, which was given to him by Mussolini.
Of AIDS!
Anyways, as I was saying, like the most like work he actually did within the Navy, in the Italian Navy, obviously. I don't know if no one actually got that. Was in the Second and the First World War. He did participate in the Italo-Turkish War, but he wasn't really an admiral, but he still participated in the.
Wait, as a question, we didn't even have a navy, so what did you participate in?
We shot your fish boat. I don't know.
Fish boat.
Civilian casualties, great.
Experience, boys. Shooting the fish boats.
Anyways,
Fucking pirates were more successful than that.
Anyways, in the First World War. Well, yeah, the ad cosmic.
I was gonna say some bullshit. You go.
Okay, well, this is all you say. Anyways, so in the First World War, he didn't participate much either. Like he participated, he helped a few bit in the skirmishes against the Austrian Navy, but he finally kind of became admiral in the later part of the First World War during, the Italians were in Albania, and he kind of helped to support the Italians by, bombarding the shoreline. But it was and he also participated in some Chinese stuff in Spain. But the most important part is the Second World War. So I bet you guys have heard about the Battle of Harpoon, or the Operation Harpoon.
Where they killed some sharks, yes.
Oh my! Yes.
From World War One, Chris, I have a question.
War.
Chris, I have a question, like a serious question.
Yeah.
What was the threat that Austrian Navy even possessed against Italy?
Show in itself.
It was a fucking shit show. They just bombarded Belgrade once. Like it was a little fucking shit.
I mean, the whole, like, comparing the naval importance of World War II to World War One, you can see that, like, in World War One, it doesn't really matter who had naval supremacy. Like,
no.
It was more.
No,
you know that naval supremacy was the reason why Russia was undersupplied, because the Ottomans.
I mean,
actually, that was
Germany was starving because the British were blockading Hamburg.
You're done.
And then, like,
I was referring
sinking British ships until the British reinforced it, and then.
Okay, I'm not saying he's a bad admiral.
I was referring to the Italian front, you fucking morons.
I'm not saying he's a bad admiral. I'm just saying the navy he fought is not really navies.
I'm just eating.
What do you mean?
Okay, yeah. Well, okay, so in 1911, back to 1914. The Austrian and Ottoman navies are a fucking joke at that time.
Yeah, but he wasn't even like participating most of it. I was getting to World War II.
But he wasn't even participating, but you said it.
He participated in late World War One. I mean, he was actually an admiral. Like before that, he wasn't. He was just kind of just a seaman. You know what I'm getting at. Anyways, in World War II, that I guess. In World War II, he did a few battles. He had the Battle of what's it called again? I forgot what's it called. Battle of Mezzogiorno or something bullshit like that. But the most important battle he participated in was Operation Harpoon in 1942, when the British tried to resupply Malta, because Malta was apparently very important during World War II. And thanks to Italian secret agency, that was actually a thing. Italians and Germans found out about.
What the hell?
Oh my god! What now?
He just opened his like camera and did some shit and then just closed it. I don't get it.
Okay, well, good for you, Cosmic. Anyways, the British Harpoon, Italians and Germans were able to predict the British because the Italian military intelligence, and Alberto Lazzara managed to sink 2 destroyers, sink 4 merchant ships, sink damage 2 light cruisers, damage 3 destroyers, and killed over like 100 people and took over like 200 prisoners. And it was a complete Axis victory. And he only lost one. He only lost 1 destroyer, which got damaged.
And you are becoming a robot with your microphone.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
I guess.
What
Say that's a national.
What about you, Finn? Are there any notable Finnish admirals you'd like to tell us about?
Okay, what?
I was literally.
Yes, that guy was a big admiral. Yes.
Yeah, well, he was definitely.
Okay.
They are none.
Can
Plus,
we move on,
I don't
please?
have a best.
I wasn't even done.
Why does
Shut
Finland
up.
even have-
Let's just
why
go.
does Finland even have like fucking admirals? They don't have warm water seaports.
I mean, we had some pirates that did some shit in the 16th century. But
pirates.
No, pirates need to have a
Yo.
not the fake Somali pirates.
Okay, can I?
Let's,
I was literally 2 sentences away from
What
being
next
finished.
topic?
I was 2 sentences away from being finished. For fuck's
now
sake!
you are
Let-
two
let-
sentences
How
away.
are you computing?
so
Are
next
you reading
topic.
from a document? All right, let Chris finish his diatribe about Baba Daboopy Zamboopity or whatever.
Yeah, go.
How he stormed the Ethiopian.
You have 30 seconds.
Very, very.
Hurry up! Hurry up!
Yeah,
Hurry up,
30
20
seconds. I need like
20
10 seconds, but okay.
When you press
Sadly,
Mm.
his career ended in a very bad way when he
7,
betrayed the Italian government and
6,
hid in Malta, and he died
5.
there.
Nice.
Oh, nice. 5 seconds.
I thought you died of old age.
Nice dude.
Yeah, he died of old age hiding in Malta.
Oh,
Really cool.
Okay. All right. I guess we move on. Then.
History
Yeah,
is
we do.
You guys are not.
Douglas MacArthur.
Next, we're gonna be doing.
Okay, we
next
should move
time,
on.
we're gonna be doing best generals, including Genghis Khan or.
Okay,
Anakin.
I'm adding that. Very that I like, you know.
It's
Yeah, but we're not
Rodolfo
doing that
Graziani.
today. Next
The
time.
best general in
Next
history
time,
was
but I'm
Teddy
doing that.
Roosevelt.
No, the best general was Rodolfo Graziani.
Okay, we gotta move
All
on.
right. Next topic. Discuss about the recent climate change report. I assume this is the 12 years we have to survive or something.
12 years.
Fucked, and we're all gonna die. So.
Okay, Cosmic, if you're going to be this negative, just behead yourself or fucking die. I don't
What about Project
You know what? I agree with Out there.
I want a couple
Don't
of
be this
people.
negative. You like, just
up,
look at
shut
your
up.
Twitter.
I want
Every
to make
single,
a-
almost every single.
You guys, come
I
on.
want to make an
Focus.
important
Topic, climate
announcement.
change.
I
I
think
want to
it's
make an
more.
important announcement.
What's the
It's sad that they
I
are
want
still.
to give a shout out to some people I really want to thank. Those people are Donald Trump, the leader of Brazil, and Angela Merkel for fucking up our planet. Thank you for your support. Now I can fuck off to Mars if Elon Musk builds a rocket in the meantime. And
Rats, get me to Mars as well.
planet.
Rats,
all gonna fuck
get me out.
die. Fucking bullshit.
We can still save it.
No,
could
we
still-
can't.
To be,
The
to
world
be
is fucked
honest,
anyway.
let's just resort back to the old methods. And these old methods are holocausting everyone, so
Oh my
so
god.
humans
Oh
can
my
destroy
God,
the planet.
Brad.
We need to eliminate the human race to save the planet.
You know
Okay.
what? Rad is onto something here.
Okay, in before the German police just knocks on Rat's door right now.
FBI, open up.
It's some fucking bullshit. Like, leave it up to modern society. Leave it up to the modern society to be 12 years away from a fucking actual apocalypse and just do nothing. You're like, oh well, yeah, the shareholders. You know, we got to retain economic growth.
No,
Bitch, we're all gonna die. You fucking.
But
Are you sure it's not like
Conference.
2012 2.0?
No, because 2012, the reasoning was Mayans. Everybody. The
Maya.
Mayans.
fucking
I
not.
honestly think the
calendar.
fucking guy that
No, I
was
think 'cause it was
writing
out of
the Mayan
control.
calendar just got bored and like just be done with it in 20.
You know, sometimes I wonder, what if 2012 happened?
It should have.
It should have. Yeah, if it did, I would have been suffering right now.
Yeah, I would have died as a happy child. No one just.
Yes, God, I could have died before being all jaded and sad, you know?
Yeah,
I wouldn't have started mapping too.
But I wouldn't take an ecstasy.
Oh my God,
Shut the
Chris.
fuck up already.
That's the reason why the
But that would be a
manager
bad thing.
died.
I could all those beautiful things like annoying Cosmic with the Godfather.
Alright, let's stay on topic, guys. Volcano.
Yeah.
Okay? So,
Okay.
Climate change. This past, like, since September, there's been so much typhoons and hurricanes and tornadoes, man. First, you had, like, what? Houston? Finn. Stop!
What are you doing?
What did you
What
say?
are you doing?
What did
he's
you do?
posting stuff on the dock.
Oh,
Okay,
he's posting-
as I was saying, for the climate change, like there's been so many hurricanes. Like first there's like typhoons in Asia, like wrecking the Philippines, and then that earthquake in Indonesia, and then another typhoon that was heading for Japan, and then in America there was like Hurricane Michael, I forgot the other one, the one that was going through North Carolina and South Carolina, and holy crap, there's just so much this year.
It's just
What's going on?
such a disaster.
Okay,
We're gonna have to live with it. It's just sort of
And
been
then
a-
there was like a storm in the Mediterranean, and then a hurricane that was heading for Britain. It's like, what the hell?
okay, so Viper, that storm that hit Greece was actually going to like heading for us, but then it just died at the
Yeah,
last
they,
second.
they killed a couple of fucking people on Mallorca and southern France.
Oh yeah. By the way, there's been like a lot of forest fires here in Sweden, and we've never experienced before. So we literally had to call other EU countries to send like equipment to help us.
Oh my.
fucking utter disaster.
I
Thanks,
rather
thank
think,
us,
Chris,
Green.
I rather think some drunk ass dude decided to fucking throw a cigarette into the forest and
I
then
mean,
whip-
I don't think
Probably
that would
Chris.
cause that much damage. Yeah, but it was probably me, to be honest.
It's like the only way we could reverse this is if right now, or maybe within sometime next few years, we got the entire international community to decide on not just, ooh, let's like slightly limit our carbon emissions. Ooh, no, we need to treat this like it's a World War II level threat, or higher than that, because it's legitimately, it isn't conjecture to say that this is the largest threat that has ever faced humanity. It's a complete and utter.
Oh, what about Hitler?
Good luck
No,
trying to
it's
tell that
worse
to
than
Donald J. Trump.
At least humanity would have still been a thing under Hitler.
Under shit.
Yeah, the Aryan race would have been.
I'll
Yeah.
take Hitler.
Of course it would have been.
Take
And I wouldn't even exist, right?
Hitler was actually a devout ecologist.
So yeah, you know,
That's like one of the things he
see,
had going.
see, another reason why the Axis power should have won.
I mean, Germany was going to invade Italy anyways after that.
Yeah, basically.
Debatable.
Oh no, wait. Like Hitler was considering Italians as an inferior race.
Yeah, well, they consider a lot of stuff as inferior race, but they still wouldn't let them be there. They consider the French and British as inferior races.
You guys are
The,
boring.
the French and British
Yeah.
were held up to
Yeah,
a
okay.
high regard as the Japanese.
You're speaking my language.
Well, don't have to do with race just because we're honorary. Because
Coming.
Italians weren't honorary.
I mean, probably. I mean, after the war, the Japanese and Chinese would not be honorarians anymore.
The Chinese, I think, yes, but not the Japs.
Anyways, back
No.
to the
Let's
topic
get
about
off-
climate
let's get
change.
off topic. Let's stick on climate
Yeah, we are going to World War
Guys,
II.
we're getting too political.
change.
Guys, we're going to politically, okay?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we're getting too political, guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't have much to say about the climate change because I just don't know what to think. Because I don't know what I can do.
The only thing that can solve this is if the workers' revolution takes down the factories
Yes.
and we live as cavemen.
Yeah, but I feel like
Anarcho-primitivism.
people are gonna politicize this. Like,
It is
Anarcho-communism.
everything gets political.
Climate change is a
Yeah,
political
everything is
topic.
political. It is a highly political issue. You can't like it's
It's so annoying. Politics always gets in the way of problems.
not- I mean that's
Okay,
problems
well,
are
but-
political.
okay, I mean, Viper,
Politics are causing this problem.
It is a political issue, Viper.
Viper, I would love that, like, we just throw away politics, we take each other's hand and dance around it and destroy all the factories, but that's not how it works, Viper. We need politics to steer
Are you
society.
communist?
Yeah.
Are
You need politics.
Mine,
Back
aren't
to
you
America.
communist?
No.
You said you were.
Mine.
You're in the comments section. I remember
That was a phase, okay?
That was
Because
a phase.
communism was a phase for Mindria.
Bathroom goes full
Basically.
American and asks, "Are you a commie?"
Are you?
Are you an anarcho commie?
So the climate change.
We need
Right, yeah, let's stick on
Wakanda.
It's
climate. Let's have an
sad.
actual conversation. It's like it's just a complete and utter disaster.
Wait,
you
guys are talking about climate change right now, right? Just
Yes,
making it clear.
yes.
All right. And did you guys explain what the report was?
Yes.
All right.
Wait, what was
the
the
report? Said that it was like the climate would go to hell within 10 years, right?
12.
Yeah, same, almost the same thing. Okay.
People like the ice won't melt that fast.
It's just like when people think about climate change as catastrophic effects, they often.
I mean, like let's say climate. Yeah, we all know that climate change technically is real. Global warming is debatable, but climate change is. Climate change.
5% of the
Shush. Climate change may be real. Let's say.
100% real.
Sure, whatever. But like within 12 years, would it all change in 12 years?
Okay.
That fast in 12 years.
Okay.
Change in 12 years. If Donald Trump gets fucking out of office, then maybe the US could. Fucking Al Gore should have won. He won by popular vote, and he should have won the fucking election.
Or are you talking about Al Gore, which is completely unrelated to
then we wouldn't have ISIS because the Iraq War would have never happened.
Iraq War probably
just
still would
a better place, to be honest.
Guys, we're getting too political.
Actually, the Iraq War.
Don't start with that.
We're getting too political, guys. Calm down.
Okay, there's a time and a place for that joke. It's gonna
But
start.
Iraq was like before 2003. The Iraq was like viewed as similar to North Korea. Everyone in America wants to liberate it or something like that.
People
but
say
not
we should
really.
move to Siberia with the climate change.
Okay, but seriously, though, we are getting off topic because Iraq has nothing to do with climate change.
Yeah,
invading Iraq is like invading.
Al Gore won by popular vote in that election. He should have been.
Al Gore won by popular vote and electoral college vote after the recount. They just decided,
Jeb Bush should have won. Jeb Bush.
We're getting so off topic, guys. Do I need to summon the volcano?
Jeb Bush would save us all.
Kill us all.
Okay,
Jeb Bush would actually be the hero that everybody needs.
Yeah,
but not what they.
Okay.
Let's get Jeb Bush.
Jeb Bush is the hero that everybody deserves, but
wait, guys,
need.
Guys,
like
Finn has actually a solution to help the situation. He says if every Fortnite player stopped playing Fortnite for 1 hour, the planet would get 1 more year to live. See?
It's true. It's true.
See?
I had a bunch of stuff I want to say on this.
I've never played Fortnite.
Everyone's just.
If the world ends in 12 years, I'd be like, let's get ready for the apocalypse.
Oh yeah.
I'm saving up my bottle caps, okay?
That thing is it's not gonna be an apocalypse.
No, I don't think the world will end in 12 years. I just feel you're gonna see a big exponential shift in the way the world you see today.
It's just gonna be a slow and gradual descent.
At least the world's not gonna be boring anymore. I'm kidding.
Yeah, the world is gonna become fucking Fallout.
Yeah, I mean, this year.
I'm getting tired of school
this year, September has been so hot in Canada.
Since 12 years, I don't even go to school
yeah,
anymore.
like here's Sweden.
I won't go to school anymore in 12 years, so I don't think why I said that.
I think it was a global phenomenon that it was really hot summer.
In Sweden, it was like the hottest summer since like in 60 years or something.
Same.
Yeah.
Only time my opinion would change is if I would.
See, so I mean, climate change, at least Sweden-wise, is pretty good.
12 years. That means like 2030s where it all ends.
Can you guys stop talking over each other?
I mean, thanks to it, we can now grow lemons.
Yay! We can grow 2 bananas.
See, it's not all that bad.
Yeah, we can finally become monkeys.
Monko.
I become bald.
Guys, the sea level rise. I think Cosmos is gonna die first.
Well, we're all apes anyway, so.
Let's make our bets. Who's gonna die first in a climate change apocalypse? I bet on Cosmic.
I bet Cosmic because he lives the closest to the coast.
I live in Maryland.
I know.
I live in the mountains.
Nearest to the water.
I live in the mountains
I
as
don't
well.
live that
It's
close.
gonna be me.
I live pretty in the
I live closer to the mountains. Okay.
Finn, do you live
like.
It's not going to be like a rushing
I
surge
live
of
near
water.
by the coast.
It's not going to be a rushing surge
Okay.
of water that takes over the coast. It's gradual. You can escape it.
Then I put my money on Finn because he lives near the coast.
Yeah,
Oh my-
25
Yeah,
kilometers.
Why do you keep
that's on
falling to
Finn.
the coast? The coast doesn't.
I'm near the River Lawrence, so.
That's
What
how
about
that's
the heat and the famine?
Well, the coast is kind of also a big thing.
The people that are going to die are the Dutch.
Yeah, but you're not gonna die on the coast because the water doesn't flood in like in a
Yes.
It's
Yes.
gradual rise. You're not gonna
No.
stand there.
Yeah,
for months and
I'm gonna stand there until.
Yeah, he's gonna stand there like, oh no, here comes the water.
No!
I mean,
Here comes the
I can
water.
imagine the animation out of this.
he might starve to death because he has to move inland with like a lot of people, and he won't be enough houses and food, which will make him
Yeah,
starve.
there you go. See, that's a real.
Cosmic, move into my
It's enough
neighborhood.
land.
Okay, guys, let's
Into
move
my
on.
neighborhood
It's
if
getting
you
long.
die.
All right, yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
let's
move
go
on.
to topic that
This
we're
is getting too long.
Cosmic, move into
It
my
is
neighborhood.
actually
okay?
already
I like
passed.
my neighbors.
It's not much fun.
Okay, move
Guys,
on, boys.
Project MM. Talk
Project
about it.
MM?
Ooh, okay, so
Ooh.
The
Project
Microsoft
M&M.
thingy.
okay, Mindria should probably mute. I think there's people angry.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just ignore the
Hmm.
Microsoft
Oh,
topic,
killing your
okay?
mind.
Yeah.
Wait, was there a top?
Wait,
MM?
I
Microsoft.
have no idea about that topic, so...
Guys, we can't skip topics.
Okay, there's the Microsoft topic.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Oh
Microsoft.
shit! I forgot about this. Oh damn it!
Then you forget about the
My bad,
topic.
my bad. I wasn't even looking at doc. Okay, yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Microsoft really pulled out an update that was like an October 10th update. That where if you did install Windows Update, all your personal files will be deleted. So that's why I always stress everyone, even if it's mapping or anything personal, anything that you want to keep on your computer, back up. Always back up your files. Don't. It might not be a software that deletes it. It could be Microsoft fucking you over, right?
Get a
Microsoft is
USB.
famous for screwing.
Get iOS.
But first,
Get
they
the Mac.
force you to get Windows 10 if you. They try to force you to upgrade to Windows 10, and then they discontinue Windows XP. Well, although
Oh fuck! I did not upgrade.
if you didn't update, you're safe. If
Oh.
you even check for updates, you're probably screwed. And if you did check, they deleted it now, so it should be okay. But for those who
Yeah,
are victims
I
of it,
updated
let
and
it be a
noticed
lesson
nothing.
that it's always important to back up your files.
So
I'm
was
always
there
stressing
is
this. Back
no-
up your
Wait,
files.
so we update Microsoft or do we do not upgrade?
If you do not update, like if you don't update your Windows, then you should be okay.
So was this exclusive
Yeah.
to Windows 10 or was it for?
I think it was Windows 10.
All right.
Okay, so I think I
There
got
you go.
pretty
Well,
lucky.
That's another reason
and
why Windows 10 sucks.
Okay, so guys, I think
No.
I got pretty lucky because like my computer was like just on. I didn't close it or anything when the update was up. So I got pretty lucky.
I
But
think
I download. I'm pretty sure I updated and nothing happened.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I downloaded it too, actually. Nothing happened.
When the update was happening, I was actually updating, but I got
I
too
didn't even
impatient
heard
to
of it
wait.
until Viper added a topic.
Like I got too impatient to wait for the update to finish, so I just like rebooted all my computers and be
Yeah,
like, I
we all
screw this
been there.
update. I want to
That's
play my
that does
video
not
games.
sound smart.
Yeah, we've
Well,
all
Batman,
been
that's
there.
a good way to destroy computers.
Yeah, I know that, but luckily it did not. Okay.
I might have been lucky because right now, every once in a while, we can't afford the fucking Verizon bill. And
Although
I'm not-
sometimes when I turn on my very powerful computer, it's a black screen, so I need to reboot it. So,
sealed.
Well, Batman.
At least
I
once
guess
every
all
day, I
that
need to reboot
canceling
my.
updates must have did that to your computer.
Well, maybe the next update will fix my black screen of death. So I don't know.
Okay.
Black.
Yeah, so everyone, you should be okay if you're updating your Windows now, I think, because Microsoft has pulled it out. However, for those of you who are victims, this is an example and a reason why you should always back up your files. Even it could be, like I said, it could be Microsoft just fucking you over right there, right?
The reason
I mean,
I
Viper,
don't
I
update, the
think
real reason I don't
Viper-
like updating my stuff is because I don't like change. Why does he get to
Viper.
change things?
Yeah.
It works.
I think I got the like. I actually got the like the I downloaded it, but nothing happened to my computer.
Maybe you downloaded it before Microsoft removed it.
Oh,
It was like some
possibly.
October update they were doing.
How about this? Why can't we have like optional updates? How about that?
I think
That
there's a
would
way
be-
to set it, but Windows Update options have changed over the course of time. I don't know why
Well,
Microsoft
the
does
updates
this.
aren't usually like transformative. They're just like little.
Yeah, you don't.
fixes.
No, like security updates. I do that often because it's always good to be up to date in terms of security. But then, like update for Windows update, I don't want to be installing update that
My
spies. on my
computer doesn't.
I want
My
my
computer
privacy.
doesn't turn on because of this update. My computer doesn't turn on within like 20 seconds anymore. It just turns on after like 2 minutes.
Yeah, basically same.
Yeah, but right, your computer is probably very old.
No, my computer. No, I'm using this computer, which is like back in like 2017. It's a gaming laptop.
Oh, okay.
So my gaming laptop.
You damaged it by not installing Windows Update.
GG.
Also, well, it's having blue screen of death a lot. So I don't know.
Oh,
You might want to check that blue screen.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you
blue
might
screen
wanna
death.
check that. It
Like,
could be a
okay,
better.
okay. So it's that. No, the update kind of fixed it. But here's the thing: before the update, it was actually just like when I booted up my gaming laptop, it's be like Windows did not boot up correctly, and so I had to restart just to get to the proper Windows. So yeah. So but this update
Yeah, you
actually
might want to
fixes
check
it.
your computer back, right? Like do some research.
It's actually
on
fixed it, but now I have a black screen of death. So
Okay.
Nice.
I get
I'm using my gaming laptop to do to go on MapperCast now. So
You don't.
That's a
you
pretty
said
cool
mapping
looking
for a
laptop.
second.
my keyboard glows. Look at that. No, you
I
can't
can't see it.
Okay, Batran, you said mapping for a second. I was hopeful. Like I was actually beginning to believe that you
Yeah.
were mapping. You said mapping for.
He's just playing games. That's it.
Yeah.
Eating
some
hamburgers
games.
also.
Batran, you promised that there are 1,000 subscribers, you would have done
Yeah,
it.
Batran, you fucking promised already.
You
I need
promised.
motivation.
Your
I'll give you.
promise.
I'll
No,
give
he's
you
not
$10.
bullshitting his ass out of this one.
I'll
As the
give-
orchestrator of the Promise campaign, I value promises.
Fucking God.
Cosmic, you don't value promises. You don't upload.
I mean, you don't value
Much,
mapping
as
in
much
this game.
anymore.
Oh,
Much
dude.
anymore.
You don't upload at all.
Oh,
Well.
Oh.
You're literally dead, Batran.
I just take long breaks because I put lots of effort in my stuff.
I'm taking a very long hiatus.
We should move on.
yeah, man.
That's a really long hiatus.
Very long.
Very long
People
hiatus.
assume you are fucking
Okay.
dead at this point.
Yo,
So
aim before
bad,
Barrett
fuck
uploads a
it.
10 hours video.
Yeah.
I'll upload a
Like,
10
I've been
hour
waiting
video of
for
me
this.
playing League of Legends and raging.
No.
We should move on.
Batran, even if not mapping, upload something so your subscribers can know you're not dead.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure some of the subscribers are
I'm pretty sure if I upload, my subscribers be like, "Where's the mapping video? This sucks."
Yeah,
Dick
yeah,
pic.
I think that's what's gonna happen. Actually.
Yeah. So,
I mean, you
So who are you?
fine, I
My
guess.
subscription box?
Send dick pics.
No.
And they think
guys,
really
this is
quick.
getting too perverted. Let's move on.
All right, let's
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah, this
All
kid-
right,
just
Project
me,
MapperCast.
I'll send
Next
a
topic,
Donald Duck
okay.
meme. Okay.
Next topic.
Well, if you
We're
want me to
very
send dick
long
pics,
to
I'll
talk
send a
about
Donald
it.
Duck
Okay,
meme.
work on it.
guys, time for an intervention. We need to stop talking over each other.
Yeah,
Come on.
this is
Yeah.
an issue ever since
If someone-
MapperCast
This
began.
is like I'm the one that talking. So
If you start talking and like someone else is talking, just stop yourself. It goes for everyone.
I was talking.
I mean, I talk over because I never get a chance to speak otherwise.
It's like
Right, as well.
when someone finishes their sentence, then start. And if someone else starts, then you can have a little interaction and be like, "Oh, you
Yeah,
go first."
but
or
it-
you go first. Just like
but-
it's better than.
All the time I got 38 kills in freaking League of Legends.
But it always,
What the fuck?
becomes like a competition.
Not a competition.
Yeah,
Not a competition, Chris. No, it is not.
Anyways,
what-
Project
No,
MM.
it is
Talk over
not.
each other. That's people talk over each other in the first place because someone's trying to speak before the other one does.
What
It can
the fuck? It has nothing to do with that.
Yes, it has.
fucking off
Yes,
topic.
Yes, it does, Alp.
Yeah,
It
it's
has
fucking off
everything to
topic.
do with it. You violated the code, okay? Jeez.
Yeah. Fuck
You
sake, Al.
violate the brohood
Anyways,
code.
Project
What do
MM,
you
guys.
mean?
All right,
Fuck.
just
Yeah,
let-
topic,
let-
next
okay,
topic. Shut the fuck up.
let Viper announce the topic.
Project MM. I said it.
Eminem.
AK Cosmic doesn't want to work on it.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Cosmic
not.
doesn't want to work on it. Cosmic
Okay,
stole it.
okay, yeah.
It's all Cosmic's fault.
Let's address
It's
this.
all Cosmic's fault.
Yeah,
Let's
Cosmic.
Let's address this in a professional manner. As,
We're
No.
pretty much almost wrapped up with
Professionality
the
Cosmic, choose one.
as the production team, we're going to address this as a group. So,
Okay.
Project MM, for those of you who don't know, it's our secret little project we've been working on for a while now.
Absolutely not.
The code name is Project MM. Nobody knows what it is yet.
Okay, can I say
You select
something? Can I say something?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Cosmic.
Jeez,
So, you said we would be done before my university began. It's almost a month now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cosmic.
The trouble is not like
And my,
we
my
basically finished with
midterms
most
are
of the
coming
stuff.
up. I'm just letting you know. If we finish by midterm, I'm not going to be able to record anything.
When is that?
It's really soon, like in a month or so.
Okay. All right.
Anyways,
Be careful talking about it because we don't need people can't know what it is. So.
basically we pretty much finished with the script, but the trouble is we need voice acting.
Okay.
Recording
That
is the main
that
one.
was very revealing, so that's great.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh, let me. Here's what's going on with Project MM. We are getting there with the pre-production. It's almost done, and it is true that it has been mainly delayed because of a certain someone, me.
Cosmic.
Cosmic.
I'm the
Cosmic.
I'm the
Cosmic.
director. So
Cosmic.
anyways, here's what I do have to say about the project. It is coming along. We are getting back in the saddle. I swear to you, we're gonna get everything put together before Alp has to do midterms or whatever. And we're gonna. I will announce this. We are going to get the teaser out. I'm probably going to regret saying this, especially since it relies on someone here doing an amount of work. We're going to try to get the teaser out before the end of October.
Oh, we have a teaser though.
So there you go.
Yes.
We
So
have a teaser.
question, Cosmic.
No, I mean like the reveal teaser that says like, "Oh, this is what it is."
Oh,
Cosmic.
oh yeah.
I
By the way,
Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe we should. Yeah, I know.
You said, like, yeah, we are almost done, my dude. We will be done before
We're
everything
very
goes
close.
to shit.
I don't know how long we should. I don't know how long we should withhold it though.
Withhold it, okay.
Withhold the information of what it is.
Withhold it up to 2019.
Yeah, 2019.
What'd you say, Rat?
Just do it until the teaser. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So there you go, folks. Project MM is coming along, and we're gonna get it. It's gonna be great.
I'm not in it, by the way.
Never.
You
So,
are in it, Viper, at the end.
disappointed.
Viper,
It's never coming.
We're gonna have to. It is. We're gonna have to.
No, it is not. It's never
No,
coming.
don't
Like,
lie.
Shut up, Alp. That's not
It's
helpful.
not coming.
It's not coming.
Let Cosmic
Yeah.
finish.
It's the Billie Jean dance.
Yeah.
there is the
Cosmic,
Yes.
what were you gonna say? It was when I said I'm not in it, and then you were talking about me, and then before you got interrupted.
You are part of it.
No, I'm not like voicing anything.
Yes, you are part of it.
Yeah.
You are part of it.
You're
though.
voicing something.
My voicing's not. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I'm back.
What? You doing? What? I asked you what were you saying? You were talking about me.
There was
and then
someone
you
at
got
my door.
interrupted, And
Well,
then
like-
you say?
Okay, listen. There was someone at my door, and everyone was just yelling over each other. So, my bad.
We're not.
What?
No one was yelling over each other. What?
Okay.
What?
What were you asking me, Viper?
I said I was not in it, and then you were talking about me, and then you got interrupted.
Oh
And
yeah,
asked me to
there's a little bit in it that we're gonna need. Like it's nothing major, but you know,
Okay, yeah.
it's
Like
just,
I'm not a major part of it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. So
Free for all.
yes.
Nice, free for all. So
Free for
ask
all.
us
Ask us questions.
there you go.
Don't take it too long.
We gotta make it too long.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't keep it too long. My voice is killing itself
Yeah,
slowly.
Cosmic.
Too many topics today, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like, it's bad that I'm recovering. It just makes my voice goes bollocks in the next day.
Base. Does Project M stand for? No, we're not gonna say that.
Wait, our first mapper winner, Rectangular Cats, is in the chat right now.
Welcome, Rectangular.
Yes.
Tiger Stars thinks
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are cancerous.
When did he say that? Did he say that?
Okay, so
Of course.
Bruneian nationalist has a question. Should we leave?
No, no.
Ignore any.
It doesn't count. It's rat. For fuck's sake.
No,
Mega
it's not. You have no
mochi.
proof.
I like Valor. Project MM stands for Mega Masochism.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you got it. Give this man $1.
Tigers. No, MapperCast, the BDSM special. You found it out, Valor. Damn it.
What's BDSM special?
Oh my god!
What?
It's okay.
What do you think about the BetterHelp scam? Shit.
Oh shit.
Remember that? Anyone know about the
Project
BetterHelp
M stands
scam?
for my
I don't
mom.
know much about it. If what
Okay,
I know is that it says in their bio that like, oh, we can't confirm the quality of the therapist. Is that all it is?
I didn't really expect this from Franco, to be honest, because I watch him to get my daily news because I don't trust CNN.
really don't trust CNN.
Yeah, I don't.
It's CNN.
Fox News,
That's news.
Wall Street Journal, all those. No, I don't trust them anymore.
No, I mean, it's because they technically are. I mean, I don't know how legally, but technically they are lying, saying they are like they're like the same thing as an actual therapist. But then they say in the bio, no, this is not the same thing as an actual therapist, and you should actually go to. Well, I don't know these exact words, but they say that this is becoming an extra thing than actually a therapist. So yeah,
CNN is fake news.
so people actually need therapy or not actually getting an actual therapist, and like I heard like the experiences varies from people. So some of them are amazing, some of them are like bad, some are horrible.
Look, here's my stance. It's like I think people are getting way too overzealous about the whole thing. It seems like the largest extent the so-called scam went is people said, "Oh, they're true, licensed, yada yada yada," and the YouTuber said that, and I see people go, "The true colors of several YouTubers have been revealed." It's like, dude,
I don't see it that way. I just see it as harmful for people who actually think these are actual,
it's
therapists.
harmful, but I absolutely don't believe.
I mean, probably a lot of these YouTubers didn't even know about this.
Yeah, I absolutely don't believe that there was any knowing scam on the part of the YouTubers. I think they were just given a script, and they followed the script. It's the same as any other sponsorship deal. So these
I hear that Franco gets paid like $200 or $100 for every depressed fan that signs up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, that's
Cosmic.
Cosmic, I might have found a new project, Emma.
That's great. Yeah, I saw that.
What the fuck is that?
It's like I honestly think it was a slight mistake on the part of the YouTubers. They read a script, they overlooked some key details. At the end of the day, I think people need to chill the fuck out with the scam. The problem, like the fault here lays at the people at BetterHelp, who I'm guessing were giving these scripts to the fucking YouTubers to read. I don't think it's on the part of the YouTuber. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the YouTubers
are saying Phil DeFrank is the mastermind. Apparently, it has a company that owns something.
I mean,
no
matter if it's bad or good, it's obviously bad what the YouTubers did. But it's not it's intentional.
My mic was muted the whole time.
Let Chris talk.
It's not like they're gonna now we're gonna ruin for everybody because we're evil. They probably like Cosmic. They probably got script the Reddit.
E.
Okay, that's stupid and not worth the air.
Okay, how about the next meme is F?
God damn.
G. D. Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Shut up. God. Okay. All right. I was never that big a fan. I was never that big a fan of BetterHelp. I have a friend that signed up for the service, and they immediately denied him. So I don't get that. Like automatically, it's like, what the fuck kind of business are you running? That's great. Deny the person who's turning to your therapist organization for assistance. And I'm sure that'll do wonders for their convention. For their condition. I don't know why that took me 15 trillion years. Okay, Cosmic. Question for Cosmic. What was your first mapping video I watched? It was.
Hydra.
I could be misremembering this, but I'm pretty sure it was the very first episode of Merview's show. So
wait, are you sure it wasn't it Italian number Chris Sweden versus Italy?
Definitely wasn't that. Don't you mean Italian country balls?
No, Italy. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Italian country balls.
I'll murder you.
Italian mapper country balls.
Italian mapping crisis.
No, Italian mapping country
for the best.
Someone asked, what do we think about Portuguese mapping quitting?
Project what?
I am so happy.
Portuguese mapping quitting mapping.
Portuguese?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm so happy. La la la. I'm kidding. I don't care really.
Oceanic Explorer.
Ace quit?
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
Okay, I was hearing you wrong. You don't all need to pour on and go, Portuguese!
Portuguese.
Okay,
we said it for the first time.
Portuguese, just start.
Maybe.
He had
Why
like
did-
13K.
Why did he quit? Why did he quit?
He
He got what he wanted.
I don't remember like the video rate that they made.
That is just
Yeah,
I don't get that shit.
Remember, guys? Remember Cosmic Dawn? He quit.
Good.
Cosmic,
Cosmic good.
Cosmic's little brother.
Good.
Cosmic Dawn. It was, he
good.
was actually the most advanced mapper.
Cosmic's
No,
little
no.
brother.
In terms of quality,
it was your child.
He definitely
one
was.
of them. What can you say?
No,
One of them.
I'm gonna put my vote on borderline for that.
He was doing stuff Batran did 3 years ago.
Cosmic, he was your
He
little
posted a
child.
video called Thanks.
Well, he was. Let's say he was one of the better people in the community. I can tell you that.
We've talked about him before, but Cosmic Dawn, he seemed like a nice guy. His content was good. It was a little overrated though. I'm glad that he moved to like a sort of like a interesting little like world building channel because that's what he was good at. Is it like it was much more of like a descriptive, sort of like a video version of a wiki page.
I mean, that's some of his videos, but the other videos, like, there's actual talking and stuff, you know.
I know, but like even then, it was just very like the dialogue fell short compared to his world.
I'm pretty sure that Cosmic Dawn would become a great writer in world building someday.
I would beg to disagree, to be honest.
Imperial mapping.
Yeah, I would
everybody.
I don't think
He
any
suffers the
mappers
most-
would live
What
up
he
to
suffers
this.
the most from is too much exposition and the
Exactly.
dialogue in general
Yeah,
was just
exactly.
Writing dialogue is tricky because you gotta explain things clearly to people so that they're not confused. But if you
I
make
guess
it-
so. I mean,
if you make
maybe
it too
his strongest point was not the dialogue, but his strongest point was like the
I
quality.
didn't
If you
get
make it
like,
too exposition-y, then it's not going to feel natural. It's not going to feel like an actual flowing conversation.
if I'm
Anyways.
going to watch
Let's move
something
on.
for entertainment
Yeah,
purposes, I don't need to like write down every single fucking thing. Like if I read, for example, Karl Marx's Kapital, which has 3,000 pages, I want to be able to watch the series and like understand the general things right from the get-go, so I can enjoy watching it. But with him, I probably, to even memorize the characters, I probably would have to take my pen and paper to actually write shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's not really a thing that I want to do when like watching anything, like movies or something.
I feel like that's a problem with the newest series.
Or you should
Okay.
always add on, you know.
Oceanic Emperor asks, "How does it feel to be in community so long?" It's mainly pointed towards me and Mindria.
Many people go, many people.
Yeah, many people come and go.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you know, at the beginning, me and Mindria, I don't think we expected the community to be this big, you know.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but I mean, we had ambitions for this community. Like back then, we were like more in control, like more into like control because like you know, the community was small back then, so it was easy to direct people to where to what to like and stuff like that. You know, easier to reach out to people. Like say 100 people in the community, it's easy to contact all of them. But now, like,
yeah, everyone
like so
was
many
in one
people, so
community.
yeah, it's not really anything. People go off on their own, I guess.
It's also
People just aren't as
gone
dedicated.
too big to track every new mapper.
Yeah, it's also it became like back then. Like I remember Viper was trying to continually updating the list, but last time we updated the list was back in like 2015 or something like that. And there was around like 900 mappers that we recorded. The first 900 mappers that we recorded in the in the list back in 2015.
Yeah, but now
And
the
then we-
mappers by subs is more.
And then we
useful.
stopped, really.
Yeah, we stopped doing that.
The mappers by subscribers is more useful than that.
Yeah, it became more useful. I'm glad I made that. Like, glad we made that. Anyways, yeah.
What about mapper stats?
Yeah, it's like you know, at first I know me and Mindria, like I know we first like wished that the community was like back to the good old days. Like, there's too much drama nowadays, and it kind of breaks our heart.
Well, wasn't there drama
Ram-
in the old days too, Batman?
Yeah, I guess so, but I mean, like
Official
this,
nations
but
fighting
the
over
drama
each
is
other?
not like at this kind of scale, at this kind of dramatic scale. Like this whole like it's like so weird. It's like,
It's
At
definitely
this
going to
scale,
tell.
wait, wasn't that in 2017 more? Not
yeah,
2008.
it's like I mean, the kind of drama in 2017 is not really that compare. Is like more. This is like much bigger than the ones back in like let's say 2015 or something like that.
Definitely going to turn down. That's why I'm hoping we'll see it's at least some kind of return to form to the olden days now that
Yeah,
Google
but
Plus is.
well, it's never going.
Yeah, I don't think
But
that's
at the
I don't
end,
think that's
but
gonna
ultimately, I don't know about Mindria, but I came to terms with like say like you know, maybe if sometimes things will change, well, like won't go back the way it was, but like, you know, I'm fine with this. You know, the community's always gonna improve. It's gonna be even there's like there's idiots out there starting drama. There's gonna be all the others.
I remember the fucking faction error.
There's still gonna be more people who are not.
Okay.
Who are not dramatic.
Remember?
No. So like.
Oh god, the faction.
Yeah, the faction error.
Oh yeah, the faction.
Oh damn,
Faction
yeah.
era, why did you have to remind me of that?
That was the best era.
Yeah.
No, it was not.
Like Google
The
Plus
grand communist
yeah.
alliance.
I don't know. Like when the Google, okay, so like when I look at the Google Plus communities, I see another faction era out of it. So it's kind of like so weird. I mean, like history's gonna repeat. I can tell you that. Discord's gonna be the next faction era.
God.
I mean,
we are entering the Discord era.
Okay,
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, after Google
We're already
Plus,
in
after
the
Google
Discord
Plus,
era. What are you talking
Discord is
about?
gonna
We already
take over.
again, but
I know we're already in the Discord era, but I mean we're gonna be heading down a path of Discord supremacy now that Google Plus is
I'm beginning to see like Discord. I'm beginning to see like lots of drama in Discord now. Like there's people mappers making like raider groups.
There already
and, like,
was enough drama.
Wait,
on this.
I
Raider
can tell you that. I can tell you that the mappers.
One at a time.
okay, one at a
Discord.
I'm dying.
I was talking. Okay, so I know that mappers in the Discord are now making some of them are actually making raiding groups and they don't even care about anything and they just get raiding other communities or something like that. So that's kind of so sad.
No, I think every community would have that problem.
Yeah, every community has some kind of raider problem, and yeah, and also other communities kind of compete with each other on Discord now. So
Yeah, basically. Viper's community is the largest.
yeah.
Calling my community.
Yeah, congratulations.
Question from the Oceanic Empire: should MapperCast move to its own channel?
No.
No.
I mean,
That
Surma
would
did
be-
that. And
Yeah, I was about to say Surmo has proven that is a absolutely terrible idea.
What?
It's a good idea in theory, but in practice, terrible.
And like
Wait, what
even
happened?
worse when
What
the
happened?
the Team C podcast limited their podcast to only like being unlisted and only post on the TMC.
It makes no
They're
sense
just-
to me why you would
They're just
limit
limiting
the
our
access.
potential audience with that immensely.
Yeah,
I
terrible.
mean, obviously, if you're someone like Cosmic who gets rage at 5 podcasts in a row, then maybe that's a problem. But other than that, I don't think it's a good idea.
maybe
Mapper-
maybe at some point we could do like a MapperCast highlight channel, but never its own channel.
Shoot,
I mean,
pilot shit.
NTR does
That's
that. but-
NTR's
NPR,
channel,
yeah, that's
so,
already
yeah.
NPR. yeah,
yeah, NTR
Yeah,
is
with
basically
Cosmic
MapperCast
moments.
highlights.
that's true.
Wait, did NTR get his mic working last time? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
What
Remember
the hell?
the
Who's rubbing
channel
their
that stole your videos at Cosmic?
Oh, that channel. Yeah, I think their name was like, I can't call it something. Terrible. Still up. They're still up. If you want to see that channel, it's still there.
I think it's a bot channel. I don't know. They bought it.
Yeah, all of the thumbnails are like some stock image of 2 people kissing in the rain and this caption, "I promise."
Wait, who is doing this?
I can't remember. Like, if you search up my videos, you'll find them eventually. There's
I
some
think it's
bot
called.
channel.
I think it's called the Rochelle Weeb or some shit.
Yeah,
you
yes,
report it,
Rochelle
Cosmic?
Webb.
Cosmic,
did, I
did.
I did. Yeah, I reported 3 of their
Rochelle
videos
Oh, really?
When? When did you report it?
like a year ago.
And it's
Is he
still up?
around?
Still up,
Yeah.
yeah.
What
Wow.
It's a
the? Wow,
disaster.
that's just sad.
Wow, because normally YouTube responds pretty quick to me.
That's true.
I mean,
Maybe because your
apparently
video is
YouTube
2
has
hours
something to
long,
do with that.
so they don't give a shit.
MapperCast should
Yeah.
be a boy band like One Direction. Well, we are working on the MapperCast karaoke special, so
No,
I'm
what?
not doing that.
no, I'm not doing
yes, we're doing it.
I'm not doing it, Cosmic, I swear.
it. You can't force me.
We'll do it after
you
your
cannot force me.
after your throat heals.
Chris, there's like you fucking twerked outside in the middle of the street. You're going to do fucking
Yeah, you'll
karaoke.
twerk, but
Well,
you
I mean, sure. If I ever will
I
be,
didn't do anything like that, so.
if I ever will be down,
Excuse me.
if I ever will be down 20 shots of vodka and ecstasy, sure, I'll fucking do it. But it probably won't happen.
why,
I mean,
why the hell are you
Chris.
drawing the line at a karaoke contest? Why is that like we're I can't cross this?
Okay, there is one problem. I suck at
I don't
singing.
want-
Like, I
I
suck
don't
at
want-
just doing that.
We all do.
No, you
But-
don't get it. I'm extra bad.
Yeah, I'm extra bad
Well,
too.
yeah, that's. Oh my god, you
Chris,
guys.
I
I'm
heard
pretty
you
sure
sing
me for
fascist
singing.
songs. You're not bad. You fucking.
Aww.
Oh, immediately goes for now you got me.
No. Maybe I'm considering it now.
Awesome. I was gonna make it like a whole.
I mean,
not a special. We could do like a
if
whole-
If Rad literally says I can do it, then and he always is negative towards me, there's a chance he might be. Then
You're not even that bad a singer, Chris.
Anyways, can we like end the Q&A soon because
and my voice is actually killing itself.
Cosmic, is the quiz done?
It's almost done, so we got.
Oh my!
Are you taking the piss?
for the stream that you
I
should
can't talk for more.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll take a couple more questions. And then Cosmic, finish the quiz. Hurry up.
Yeah.
Okay, what's this ransomware? What the fuck ransomware? How did you get that 4 to 6 times?
Wait, how did he get that 4 to 6 times?
Did you guys see Cosmic?
Did he download the same file 4 to 6 times? That's what I think it is. I don't see how you're getting 4 to 6
possible,
times.
But
unless it was a network infection and it infected 4 to 6 computers, so it happened 4 to 6 times. But I would count that as 1 time, to be honest.
yeah, honestly, like, wouldn't that just be 1 time?
What the fuck?
What?
Okay, look, Viper. He said 4 to 6 times. That means his computer got like infected in 4 in a row.
Were you using like a pirated version of Photoshop or something?
It's possible.
Probably that's what it is, or something else.
Oh my god. Okay.
It is really possible. I'm dying.
Do you guys remember that creepypasta thing we talked about earlier?
What?
I just thought of something. It's like, oh my god, really disturbing. I thought of for an idea.
Make a video and do it.
Yeah. Don't share it, please.
It's really the idea is really disturbing for it. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna do it anyways.
Do it.
Oh, your video?
No, not the video. If I make a mapping creepypasta, then
Slenderland.
It's actually kind of realistic in a way.
Batman, write it, and I'll do a reading on my creepypasta channel. It'll be cross promotion.
Yeah, maybe, but like,
Why not
I need some help with it though.
Okay, Cosmic, read that on your Lego Luke 2 million.
No, Lego Luke 2 million is
welcome to the Black Ops series.
Nice.
Moral of the story is
another Mexican dude.
Okay, come on, Cosmic, hurry up.
Hold on.
Hurry up, Cosmic.
It's fine.
Please.
We'll live.
No, we won't.
I want. My throat is about to die completely.
Yeah,
it's about to die now.
Finish it until fucking Imperial shows up.
Yeah.
Well, don't mention it. Dude, I don't think we can even do that show if we have.
I mean, if he wins, we have to. You do realize that.
A fucking one time of 10 hours.
Long. 10. That's
we
like
have to if he wins.
That's legitimately like a full season of television.
Yeah, we have to.
If we ignore him, we will be breaking the lore of the map.
You're right. Yeah.
I mean, if that happens, I'll be FK the whole show.
I swear to God.
I'm literally gonna shut the fuck up for the whole show.
Imagine if Mysterious would review that show. The podcast would go on for 30 hours or some shit.
Yeah, literally. Please.
If we have Mysterious reviewing it, GG.
No, I swear, he will be like showing up right now and he's gonna be like, yeah, where's the quiz?
Anyways, when are we finished, Cosmic?
And I say, I'm almost done, you guys. Chill.
I feel like he's actually trying to hold the quiz back until Imperial appears.
Yeah, you're holding
I'm not. God forbid you have to answer a little more questions.
You're trying to make this 2 hours, aren't you? You're trying to make it 2 hours, aren't you?
Okay, Cosmic.
I'm going to bring a video of the kids.
One at a time. One at a time.
Oh my God, you guys are infuriating.
One at a time. Okay.
You focus on the chat instead of me.
Okay, Cosmic, I will be taking your word, but if Imperial like just joins the chat as you are done with quiz, I'm gonna be fucking suspicious about that.
Oh my God.
No, admit it, it's suspicious.
Okay, here's a question.
On Discord, so we got a good chance.
Here's a question for you guys, so you can say something that doesn't just hurt people's ears. Have you seen that video of the kids in the canteen after the canteen lemonade was laced with laxatives?
No.
No.
Okay, quiz. Where's the quiz?
Now back to Cosmic.
I'm ignoring.
Back to Cosmic.
I'm muting my audio.
Make them give up.
Let's spam him on Twitter.
Yeah, spam on Twitter.
Yes, yeah, Twitter.
Twitter time.
You guys have really band together to just destroy this.
Good, Cosmic, can you just hurry up?
Hey, I mean, we band together against
You guys are making
Just ignore what they're saying and continue. I'll fill in by answering questions.
I love this so much.
Answer the question. Oh, I love this so much. God.
Wait, is Google Plus actually shutting down? Yeah. Why? Because there's a data breach. But let's be honest, Google Plus is shit. So
Yeah.
not a lot of people uses it.
I haven't seen my Twitter message. I'm sad now.
The worst this is the worst episode of MapperCast since two.
What? No, it's not. It's when you were like off in the crack.
Ah!
I'm crying right
What
now.
the hell?
Same.
How is this so funny?
What's wrong with the stapler? Oh, I got my hand stuck in a stapler. Oh, damn
What?
it.
You guys,
How did you manage that even, Viper? What the fuck?
guys, on behalf of the Viper stapled his hand.
Viper just stapled his hand.
No, I didn't. I got stuck up the stapler.
Everyone, I just want to say on behalf of Viper, me, you know, the entire MapperCast crew, I'm sorry for this episode.
No.
No,
I'm happy you
was
came,
good.
guys.
What the fuck are you talking
This is
about?
good. What the fuck are you
Guys,
talking
I'm happy.
about?
Ah, there we go.
I'm happy you came to watch the show.
Yeah.
No, I didn't staple my own hand. I didn't staple anything.
So where's the quiz?
I was wiping dust.
How's the quiz going,
I'm
Cosmic?
literally saving them. Answer one more question and I'll be done by the time.
Okay.
Fuck me in the ass, I swear to God.
Okay, question. Where's the question? What do you think of the alternate planet series like Famana and such?
It's completely depending on like how it's executed, really.
Yeah, if you have any competent bastard making the video, then it sucks. If you got like actually a good dude, then yeah.
Cosmic, where's the quiz?
Yeah.
We answer the question.
I'm not replying until it's done.
Answer the question. That was your demand.
Yo, how many members does my Discord even have? I don't even know.
1,000.
I don't know.
And the
Let me check.
TNC has 1.5k.
You can check if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
That Gene and Bob sent.
1,201. Hey,
Wow.
we get 1,453 members.
Anyways, where's the quiz?
Where's the quiz?
It's a quiz. Come on, Cosmic.
Do you
Come
think
on.
there will be a point where there's overpopulation, or there will be less people from here on out? I think so.
Over the
With China removing that baby rules, I think the population will keep going up.
Yeah, it obviously will.
I mean, it's going to be stable at
I
least.
don't think there will be overpopulation.
Okay, Plat has a question from the fucking Discord. What do you think about his intro he's making? What are you expecting?
I expect fucking glory.
Yeah,
Expecting
What?
that.
What are we expecting?
Yeah.
More?
No, from Plat.
He's making an Evangelicon intro of MapperCast.
Oh yeah.
I'm expecting
He's
glory.
he's
and
done
all,
with the intro.
honestly.
He's done with the intro, Cosmic.
He's done
Yeah,
with
the
it?
intro.
Yeah, he said he's
No.
done.
Well,
Oh
he-
my God, I'm hyped.
No, he said
You're
he
hyped? Great.
needs more pictures for the end.
He needs a shitload pictures of MapperCast.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
sent Chris.
Yeah,
once.
yeah.
Yeah,
Pictures
rat,
of the-
you have plenty.
I have a bajillion, so
Yeah, Cosmic too. Just a bunch of
he
pictures.
just needs Chris pictures or like.
No,
He needs MapperCast pictures.
MapperCast
Yeah.
pictures.
All right,
MapperCast.
I'll help you.
MapperCast.
Only, bro. Yes.
Okay, guys, the quiz is done.
Wait,
Yeah,
one question.
finally.
Imperial
Aw.
mapping is here.
No!
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
No, are you actually taking the piss?
I knew it. It was like.
Fucking knew it.
I don't see him. In...
No.
Wait, I want somebody to go put a Chinese flag next to Void Viper's
Where's
name.
Imperial? I
after
can't
his
see
There
life.
is Imperial. I don't see it.
He's not here. They lied.
thank God that was a lie.
By the
Even
way.
before he answers a question.
By the way.
Yeah.
I wanna answer only Bro's questions. Italy fake. Yeah, Italy's actually fake. It's actually called the Italian Social Republic. So the answer to the question is yes, Italy is a fake nation. It's actually Italian Social Republic.
Yes, Italy is actually a disguise
I guess United
to
States is a fake nation.
make
too.
100,000
Yeah.
states.
Yeah, there's no USA. It's the United States of
Okay,
America.
Cosmic, quiz, come on.
Yes.
Quiz, Cosmic.
Hurry
Yes,
up.
come on.
Come on, quiz. Come
My
on.
voice-
Hey, Lon, I need to study for my midterms.
I'm bursting into cups now.
Yeah, come on, Cosmic.
Okay. Hold, I'm getting it ready. My computer is very slow. Okay. All right, here we
My
go.
computer is very slow. Fix it.
Yes.
Oh, that's
No.
my fucking video.
Die.
Okay, screen share. Here we go, guys.
So mean to
Wait,
Cosmic.
how did you mess up screen share with opening your camera?
Because I misclick shit, man. I've done that
How
several
do you
times.
misclick these
Yeah.
two?
All right, let's go.
Like-
Come on.
Oh shit! Hold on. There's a little
Exit
bit
out
of
of that. Exit out of that. Exit out.
Exit out.
Exit out. Come on, Cosmic.
Okay, hold on. There was like something that gives away what the answer is on my desktop.
Oh wow, Cosmic.
Good job.
Let
You
me
had
put
one
that away.
fucking
You
job.
had one job, Cosmic.
You had one job.
Yeah,
I
good job,
denounce
man.
cosmic mapping, and I'm also suing him.
Yeah.
Wait, by the way, how much people can this Hangouts hold, anyways?
I think 10.
Yeah, 10.
5,
Oh,
0, 12, 20.
All right, folks. Here we go. We're finally on our way, and of course, now is when my Discord. Okay. Here we go, folks.
Click out.
We're
Click
actually
out. Click
here.
out. Click out. Click out.
Click out of what?
What?
Hurry up.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Question 1, fan winner. So whoever gets this question right will be able to send us a topic that will be guaranteed to be discussed on the next episode of MapperCast. So whoever wins this, go ahead and send us the topic, as a comment when this live stream is a video. The MapperCast Twitter, the MapperCast Discord is probably the best place to send it. Anywhere where you can get a hold of us. Okay, so here we go. Here's the question. How many episodes of the MapperCast Alternate Future of the World collab are there? Really easy. Fucking rat. Just automatically.
How many? Oh shit.
69.
Dude, if Robert Dirkinderen gets it again. How are people getting it wrong?
I think people.
Only bro got it. Only bro got it.
Yeah, only bro. Always.
Only bro got
Only
it
bro.
again.
Congratulations,
For
only bro.
sake.
So, only bro, you are the fan
Okay,
winner. Once
if he
again.
wins the mapper winner, I'm not accepting him as a mapper winner. I'm just
accepting
saying.
as the mapper winner again.
We already
Okay.
reviewed him.
should ban certain people from participating.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he can be a fan, but he can't be a mapper.
Imperial.
He can't be a mapper winner anymore because.
Ban him.
Did you just? Why did you time out Valor?
He spammed. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, he's spammed it.
Okay, so here we go. Final question, mapper winner. So whoever gets this question right. Oh, that's great. Speaking of Windows. Speaking of, yeah, okay. Whoever gets this question right, we will discuss one of your shows at the beginning of the next episode of MapperCast. So please only answer this question if you are a mapper and you have a series that we have not yet reviewed. So non-mappers, this isn't for you. It's only for mappers who have series.
Rest in peace. Sorry about that.
Rest in peace, R.I.P.
Okay. So, what are cosmic mappings for other YouTube channels?
Oh my god.
I don't think Valerie would know this.
Lego Look 2 million.
No. I mean,
I don't think
for
Imperial is gonna know this one.
other active YouTube channels, not Lego Look 2 million. That was
What
fucking
about
5 years ago.
I'm gonna search it up again.
No. So here we go. This one's a little hard because you have to name all of them.
Lego look 2 million. Let's get to it.
Count.
I mean, there's a very easy way to figure it out, like, instantly. So, Platine, if you just like, so close, he got half of them.
By the way, when did you even cut your hair at
Why
all?
did-
You
why
never
did you
cut
say-
your hair, did you?
Why didn't Plan say cosmic mapping? It's like the most obvious one.
Cosmic, you never cut your hair,
Wait,
did you?
did Cheese get it?
Cheese got it. Cheese got it.
Oh, we got
Hey,
it.
Cheese.
Oh, winner.
Cheese better not have a 4-hour video.
Don't worry, he won't.
No, you won't.
Congratulations. See you later.
You give us a 4-hour video, we're not gonna review it.
Congratulations.
Tingle
Congrats,
with
Cheese.
ASMR.
Well, that's inactive. I have 3 channels that are just inactive.
Creepy Pasta Creek. I actually never seen that. Let me see
Check
it.
it out. I have 1 reading on it.
Electric fish report. What?
What do you have against the electric fish report?
What is?
It's a lovely channel.
It's
Wait,
another
what's-
thing that I only have. 1.
Electro Productions of
Where is it?
Cosmic
I
Fire.
Is it
don't
a
see it. I
character?
don't
Is
see
it you
it.
act
Okay,
like electrical
all the-
fish?
Just self-promotion. Every single channel is linked on my channel. So, like, if you want to see it,
Holy fuck.
Thunder
Creepy.
Electric.
Oh my
If you
god, I'm
want to
getting
see
scared
Cosmic's
already. I don't like
Lego
this
Drake
stuff.
and Josh parody.
yes, you need to see Lego, Drake, and Josh. All right, thank you, folks. So, congratulations to our boys, Only Bro and Cheese.
And we should
Cheese
end.
waffles.
We should end this before this
Yes, my voice is actually cutting out
Alright,
now.
everybody, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna be studying for midterms now.
Okay, so we will be screaming at the end as always, so be ready.
And I gotta do the thumbnail too.
I will be coughing as well.
Guys, on Halloween.
And I lost
wait,
country ball, so a mapper ball, so that's gonna be me.
Guys,
So I'm just gonna use the old one, the green one.
Guys, on the 28th of Sunday, we should do a creepypasta kind of thing.
I can't go next.
I mean,
next
that
Sunday.
could happen.
Talk about scary stories.
No, yeah, Cosmic, that could happen, couldn't it?
We gotta go.
Guys, let's end it.
We'll see, man. We'll
Let's
talk.
end
For
it.
Halloween special, come on now.
Oh yeah,
End it.
yeah, we can do that. All right, folks. Let's count
We
down.
can do a
Let's
Here's
count
a
down and
volcano.
end it
Count
before
down.
my
9,
voice is
This is
fucked
the
up.
volcano.
7,
This is the volcano. All right, it's gonna be erupting.
5,
5,
1,
4, 3.